What Halloween costume were you most proud of?
Oh shit. I have two that came to mind.
Okay.
First one, it's just I loved it and I wore it not even at Halloween.
Is it Michael Jackson?
No. Michael Jackson, that'd be third.
Okay.
First option, Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
I loved it. And it was just a Walmart fucking...
I don't know if I ever saw you in
It was
that.
just a Walmart gown, so it was like a long floaty,
Sure.
and it was just one outfit. But I wore that shit all the time.
Why?
Just because I was like, it's fun to be a pirate.
Oh, okay. How old were you?
This would have been probably
A little too old?
junior high or
A little too old, yeah.
maybe 5th or 6th grade. There goes a pumpkin. There goes a
Okay.
gourd. But then the real costume that I made from scratch.
Oh.
This one was, I was a little bit older, and you might know about this one. Igor from Young Frankenstein.
I do not know about that. I thought it would maybe be like your Joker because you did that a few times.
Joker was fun because I still have the purple suit. I did the face paint, but Igor was the best because I literally
Switch the hump?
I put a bike helmet in my shirt
Nice.
for the hump.
Yeah.
And I handed out Halloween candy, and I would just switch the hump.
Hell yeah.
Dude, every time I'd be like, okay, now, and then like I went to like my church did like trick or trunk.
Okay.
And I even like, and I walked around.
Yeah.
And because he had like
that's a
that,
good one
he had like that longer hair too, so it was like perfect for me.
Did he?
Oh no, maybe he was bald.
I don't think he really... His hood's usually up, I think.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I just, but my hair was like, in my
Sure,
face,
yeah.
and I was just like, that one was fun because it was like so easy.
How old were you for that?
That would have probably been like freshman year in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I did not know you did that then.
That was because it was when I handed out Halloween candy.
Sure.
And like Josh and I would dress up because he used to hand out Halloween candy with me, and we would just like play music super loud.
Sure.
But it was like always jizz in my pants for some reason.
Okay. Well, as the children come up.
Yeah, it was because we were obsessed with that song for some reason. But it was fun, and he didn't know what the fuck I was.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think he
I was
did.
going to say what jizz was.
No. Oh, well, he does now.
Married man.
Married man.
Good for you.
But I don't think he'd ever seen Young Frankenstein.
That's
I don't think
fair.
it's his type of
Probably
movie.
not, no.
I remember watching A Clockwork Orange with him.
Ooh.
And that was so weird.
I don't like watching Clockwork Orange with anybody.
We sat, remember his bedroom basement?
Ooh.
We sat in his bedroom basement. I was on the floor. He was in his office chair.
I don't like that.
And we both had full frozen pizzas.
Oh.
And we both had a full thing of chocolate milk,
And
gallon.
you watched A Clockwork Orange together?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was like, this movie's so good. It was like when I discovered it and I was like,
Sure.
this is my personality.
Right, that's a bad personality.
But like when you're...
It's a good movie.
like when you're a young, aspiring filmmaker, you're like, oh, this
Yeah.
is the best thing ever.
Yeah. I mean, that was also why you have a Joker costume.
Exactly, because I was
you
like
were
the Dark Knight.
Yeah, you were just every white man.
I was literally, I've gone through the phases of it, and now I have a podcast. I've gone through every
true.
fucking
Yeah,
phase of the white man.
You are the ultimate white man.
Yeah, I'm wearing a flannel and I have a
Look at you,
beard, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Let's talk about your costume.
Good for you.
Yeah, I check all the boxes.
All right. My first thought immediately was I went as Mini-Me and my dad went as Dr. Evil.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because my dad's bald. I shaved. I remember we even put the scar on and it fucking hurt to peel off.
Oh, because it was like kind of like that hardening. Or
Yeah, whatever
yeah.
that thing is. Yeah, and then my
That's,
mom
your
made
dad
us.
fucking as Mini-Me would be
Well,
perfect.
as Dr. Evil.
As Dr. Evil,
Yes.
yeah.
And then like we had the silver like up and down suits. My
Yes.
mom made them. That one was great.
Yeah, I would love to see photos of that.
I'm sure that's somewhere.
I just randomly text your mom.
You can. You're on speaking terms with her now.
She'd be like, new phone, who dis?
But then also I had a good werewolf costume growing up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've always
a
loved
werewolf's
and it was
fun.
more like a Wolfman kind of thing, which I like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where
I
it
went
was
as Wolfman one
I
time.
like square off my head with like the big fake hair. Yeah,
Wolfman is very similar. He's kind of close to Wolverine if you think about it.
a little bit.
A little
yeah.
bit, yeah. He's got that
like I
fucking
had
the
brown
hair.
I had brown face on. It was great.
I mean, when you're a kid, you're allowed to paint your face.
Yeah.
I went as white Michael Jackson. Like more than once. I'm not kidding. Like I took crayon to my face.
Crayon.
Like white face paint crayon.
Oh, okay.
You know, like so it's
I thought you
actually
just meant like a Crayola.
No, like not a Crayola. And just like, and there's even a photo of me like I didn't have enough patience, so it's just a couple white scratches.
Sure.
And it just looks even worse.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm cool. Michael.
That is so weird.
And this is
you,
like,
you can't dress as young Michael.
but then this is also post he died.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
You
like,
did that way before you died too, though.
I think I went through a Michael Jackson phase where
sure did.
I still have a few of his DVDs.
Okay.
I have like his last tour on DVD, which is pretty
This
cool.
is it, or whatever. So they didn't know that.
But I was obsessed with him, and then I remember watching his funeral live, crying.
I remember when my mom called me. She went out to get Culver's, I think, and then they called me and were like, turn on the TV. Is Michael Jackson dead? And I was just home alone.
heard it on the
and I just had to deal with it by myself.
It's also because we were like what, junior high maybe when he died?
I don't know. When did he die? Take a guess. What year?
Probably, if we had to guess, I'm guessing junior high, 2007.
10 is my guess.
Oh, you think 2010? I would have been in high school. I'm thinking 2007 for MJ. He could come back as a ghoul. I mean, he's one of those common costumes that like people. There's always a Michael Jackson at a Halloween party.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
2009.
2009. Damn, you were closer
Fuck,
to me.
he was only 50. That's insane.
That's young as hell.
Yeah.
But also, he was popular for 50 years.
Ugh, Jesus Christ.
His entire life. Yeah, that's fucked up.
God, but his dad put in the work. And
his dad had a dream, and his dad achieved the dream.
Yeah, he fucking did it. Like him and like Tiger Woods' dad.
Yeah, they're like, they're like, my son is gonna do this.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna let him do anything else. It's like when my stepdad was like, "Why don't you fucking play football?" And I was like, "I don't like football," and then he gave up.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah,
but then you don't get the Michael Jacksons of the world.
Exactly. You got it. In order to become the greatest of all time, you have to be put through a lot of trauma.
Like that's so
like
wild.
Michael Jordan, GOAT, but he's a piece of shit. And I'm sure his dad growing up fucking was so abusive.
But also now there's like the Nepo babies who are both very talented but didn't have to work hard, and it's so weird.
Oh, that is weird. Yeah, where they just have money.
But like we have good Nepo babies right now, which is fun.
What does that mean?
Nepo babies is like Jack Quaid. His dad
Dennis Quaid.
And his mom is not Goldie Hawn. That's Kurt Russell's wife. His mom's someone else very famous
most
too.
Famous
I can't
actors,
remember.
And then
and like same with like Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell, and Goldie Hawn. And like,
oh shit, yeah.
But their kids are great actors.
And they're great actors.
Maya Hawke, she's incredible.
I always forget about her. Yeah, Ethan Hawke.
And no, who the fuck is his wife? She's super fucking famous. Pulp Fiction.
Oh shit, her?
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck. I can picture her face. Literally Kill Bill.
She has a weird name.
Yeah. Uma Thurman.
Yep. Uma Thurman. Yep. That's wild. That's the mom?
Yeah. Think so.
Her mom's a fucking badass.
What a hot couple.
Whoa.
What?
Uma Thurman was married for 2 years to Gary Oldman.
Ooh. That's a good couple.
That's pretty cool. But Ethan Hawke, I think,
also great.
Fits the vibe better.
Yeah, God.
Her
and Gary Oldman would be so much.
2 years, 90 through 92, so like peak.
Ooh, those are chaos years.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fucking drugs.
But also think of like 2 years marriage, both Hollywood elite. Do you even see each other?
Yeah, true, because you're always gone filming.
On set.
Yeah,
like
and I don't think they did movies together at all.
Maybe
one. I know that's how some people meet. Like they do one movie together. Mm-hmm. But it is wild that like if you're an actor, you're just like. You have like a family for 3 months, and then you never see most of those people again.
That is wild. But also, like, then you see them like sparsely because everyone works in Hollywood at different spots.
Yeah, so every year at a party,
yeah,
you're
probably
you're like, hey, what's up?
When two like casts come together, yeah, you probably like remember your grip from one other movie.
But that's why TV show casts are so much more closer because they've been doing it for years together.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Where you're just forced to be with your coworker, and then one of them Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
and he's just 3 years and he's just
of that,
calling you the N-word the entire time.
Dude, but fucking Donald Glover rose above that shit.
Yeah, he did. That's how you become the greatest of all time, dude. Let's go.
Chevy Chase calls you the N-word. He did it to God damn it, not Vincent Price. What the fuck is his name now?
Who?
The greatest black comedian. Nah, maybe
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Thank you.
Yeah. He called him?
Yeah, on SNL.
Oh Jesus!
No,
Christ.
it's a sketch.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, no, they are literally going through like.
So when you look back, you're like, oh, he's always been like this.
Yeah,
it's not
things
like he
have not changed. No, there's literally a sketch of him and Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase, where he's like being interviewed and he's like, let's do word correlation. And it's like one word and it's that one. And then he starts saying like racist words. So Pryor starts calling him like honky and shit like that. But then we get to the N word. I think the response is dead honky. And like,
Jesus Christ.
It's a fucking wild thing.
And that was just live on television.
It's Saturday night.
Saturday night, baby.
Live. Fuck.
But dude, the world is spooky. We're in a spooky time. It's fucking Halloween, baby.
Sure is.
Isn't it wild? Put on your best costume. If you can tell, but if you're watching, we're not in costume.
No, because we forgot.
It's been a chaotic fucking year.
God.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything's been chaotic, but we're going to celebrate Halloween. So let's get into it.
This is my buddy, Mr. Pumpkinhead. He is an incredible friend, especially this time of year. Halloween! Love you, Pumpkin.
We're back. But it's time for a segment, a blind ranking.
Oh, fuck, yes, I love blind rankings, and I didn't actually prepare this one. Let's go. Time for some blind rankings. Here we go.
Cool. So this is a blind ranking. If you don't know me, my name is Izzy, and I am a monster fucker.
Jesus Christ. You're in a Facebook group called Monster
I
Fuckers.
love
You
fucking
joined that?
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just talked about that
my
recently.
My
Blind.
Blind
ranking
Yes.
is the monsters that you would fuck.
Oh my
So
God. I don't even know what would be on this list.
I don't know what the list is either.
These are my favorite 5 monsters
That you would fuck?
that I would fuck. Okay.
But I don't even know, what does this qualify?
Right.
Are you ready? So you're gonna blind rank.
We're both playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
the
you gotta keep track of
monsters
both
that
of
you
our
would
scores?
fuck.
Okay, yeah, okay.
1 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1,
So go one at a time, and then
Yeah.
Bowser.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he's a monster.
but I mean,
fuck.
because it's not that he just fuck you. He believes in love. So if
No,
you're gonna
he doesn't do anything bad to Peach. I don't
no,
think.
so he like would take care of you.
And if you think of the Mario movie, he wrote you a fucking song.
yeah, and like he has a kingdom. He's probably
But he's also kind of a short king, and he has a beer belly.
I don't
He's not a
mind
short
that.
king.
Yeah, he's very tall.
Huge.
You have to like jump
I guess
to get on his head.
I keep picturing
Him as Jack Black.
I guess I keep picturing Jack
This is
Black.
Bowser.
Bowser. So
He
not
probably has a giant dick. It's probably barbed.
yeah, and he's got fucking fire. I'm gonna go for mine, and I don't. It sucks because I don't want to do this early, but I'm gonna put him at 4.
I was gonna put him at 3 because I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
He'll support you.
Number 2, Siren Head.
Okay, can you explain to me what that is?
So Siren Head is
He's
a
lanky.
cryptid. And I will pull up a picture right
He's
now.
lanky.
And he's the size of a telephone pole.
What is he like from?
I think he's
just some-
creepypasta.
Oh, so he's like super scary. God,
Yeah, he's
this
hot.
Oh my God, Slenderman.
He's
kind
hot.
of. But like
He's hot.
but way taller.
He's hot.
And he has a siren
I
on his
put
head.
Bowser in
He's
the
hot.
worst. I should have put Bowser way higher. I didn't know the
You
list.
should have put
Okay.
I
Bowser.
didn't know the list.
I'm gonna say 5.
I'm gonna say 5 for him. I'm
'Cause,
gonna
like-
say my list is fucked already.
I don't like him.
This is so fucked.
Yeah.
God damn it. I got 1,
I
2,
told her
3
to go
left.
obscure.
Number 3, Eyeless Jack.
Okay.
Eyeless
Can you
Jack?
please explain that? We'll have it on the screen for people
Is
listening
that a
at home.
creepy
Eyeless
pasta?
Jack is also
They're all from creepypasta, which I've never
Creepypastas are
seen.
not hot though.
They're creepy and
I
they're
think
made
I-
of pasta noodles.
No, I'm thinking of Jeff the Killer.
I don't even know who Jeff the Killer is either.
Oh my God.
That looks like Slenderman too. They all look like Slenderman. What the fuck is this? Can you screenshot these so you can, and send them to me, please, so I have them?
Jesus.
Oh my God! I think at least he has skin. The other person
Yeah,
didn't.
no, this guy at least has
I'm
a
gonna.
normal
Okay,
size
I'm
form.
gonna. My list's already fucked. I'm putting 2.
I'm putting 2 also
I'm giving 2
because
for this
I'm
fucker.
thinking normal penis.
Yeah, he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah, I won't like
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Oh God, I have 1 and 3 left.
I have
Number
1 and 4.
Pyramid Head.
Oh, from Silent Hill
Ooh.
2, or from Silent Hill just in general. I
but
just started.
he
I
is-
just started playing the
He's
remake.
hot.
As a
That
wall,
man is hot.
I'm gonna say like
What's
fuck
under
it.
What's under the pyramid?
Who cares? What's
Yeah.
under the loincloth? A big dick.
That's a hot dude. He's got a
wow,
big dick
this
and
is-
he's gonna be mean to
I
you.
should have put Bowser at 1. I should have put Bowser at 1. God damn it.
Because I'm gonna say as far as fuckability goes, I'm gonna put him at 1 technically.
He's gonna fucking suffocate you with that.
I
Fucking
well, yeah, no,
I'm putting him
go.
I'm putting him at 3.
Okay.
So my last one is.
But if we're asking who's the hottest of them, it's him.
I love
yeah,
this.
but we're talking about fuckability though.
It is monster fuckers.
I am
yeah.
so excited for you to find out what my ranking is.
Oh my God, yeah, because
Okay.
you actually had time to think about it.
Yeah.
So where'd you put him, Jacob?
So-
1.
Yeah, I put him at 1 because he's the
Damn.
hottest.
So this last one
So
is
your
my
number
1.
and
my number
your
4.
number 4 is Venom.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
fuck yeah!
That's a good
okay,
one.
I'll
That's a
take
good
Venom.
one.
You know, I
That's
love,
a good one.
I love Venom. Okay, I
Okay.
was so worried it's gonna be like this creepy pasta fucking alligator or something.
My
Venom's a normal one to like too.
I like Venom because he talks back, dude.
my
and
number
he's
5.
useful.
My number 5 is Venom.
Oh, Jesus.
shit!
He's definitely the best on the list.
Yeah, number 1 and 2 should be Venom and Bowser, and the rest of them should be thrown
and
away.
number 4 is Bowser.
Oh my god!
Why is Eyeless Jack so high?
the fuck is
I
wrong
don't
with
get
your
any
list?
appeal to him. You're gonna have to explain him a little bit.
Number 3 is Pyramid Head.
Okay.
Really?
Number 3's Pure.
Siren Head and Eyeless Jack.
Creepypasta must have been really influential on you.
Number 2 is Siren Head, and number
Oh,
1 is
why?
Eyeless Jack.
Why is he number 1?
I don't know. That
You're
was a
attracted to
creepypasta.
that?
Yeah, that was a creepypasta that I latched onto when I was really young.
I know nothing about that one.
And I knew that, like,
God.
if you thought about him, he would show up. So when I was really young, I was like, I'm gonna think about him.
He's
Jesus.
in bed touching himself thinking about fucking this creepy guy.
Gross.
And then my number 2 is Siren Head. He's just hot.
He's
I
not
don't know
hot.
what to tell you. He's just hot.
He kind of does look like Jacob.
I guess a
He's
little
lanky.
bit.
He's
Yeah.
lanky, skinny, got a little sunken eyes a little
But like,
bit.
I'd be closer
And
to
he's
Slender
loud.
Man. No, that's fair.
Oh,
He
yeah.
makes good noises, I bet.
He does siren noises.
Yeah,
it's
that's hot.
horrifying.
Yeah, Siren's fucking up. Jesus Christ. What a
so
wild
sorry
blind
to do
ranking.
this.
No,
My name
but
is
it was,
Jack.
it was fun to play, though. It was fun to play. Blind rankings are fun.
Because like Eyeless Jack is just what you see when you take too much like allergy medicine,
Oh my
right?
god.
Is that what
That's
like
the Hat
Benadryl?
Man.
Oh sure, yeah, but also like that's kind of what you'd see
I'm
from
glad, there was
Benadryl too.
I'm glad there was a few normal ones on the
If
list.
that was what I saw when I had too much Benadryl,
You'd overdose on Benadryl
Every night.
He's not even hot though.
Yes, he is.
There's nothing.
Can
What's he
you-
do?
Yeah, what does he do to you?
Yeah. Does he kill you? Like
he's got he eats your kidneys.
what?
That's what you're into.
That's not even hot.
But he's got like multiple tongues and like really long fingers and like
so you're like, what can
he
those,
has,
what can
like-
those fingies do?
He has like eyes that like bleed, but they bleed black goop instead of blood,
And that's
it's
great.
hot.
and that's
So,
hot to you?
I guess like multiple tongues, but still like Venom would be better for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Venom has a big tongue.
Sorry,
All right.
And Venom's comes out of you.
EJ, I love you.
Who the fuck is EJ? Is that who wrote one of
That's
those?
number 6.
It's Eyeless Jack.
Oh.
Oh my god. We got to get her out of here before an actual
know.
monster
I gotta
shows
go.
up.
I didn't know you guys weren't ready for this.
Oh my god. That was a great one though.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
I didn't know half of them.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun to
guess
just
just
judge it.
the one
It's
I
kind of fun
didn't
to just
know.
judge it
I'm so sorry.
on just a photo that you just saw.
Bye
Halloween!
So that leads to the question: who's the hottest, or maybe not hottest, but an unconventional hot horror for guys?
Oh yeah. Well, horror for guys.
The issue is like a lot of the girl killers are 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, horror for guys. I don't think of traditional horror. I think of more sci-fi, and that's Sigourney Weaver.
Well, sure, but like you can't say Sigourney Weaver is the hottest thing in a horror movie. You'd
Yeah,
have to
but,
say like an alien. Xenomorphs aren't.
Xenomorphs are kind of hot.
They're kind of hot.
So we're talking monsters that are hot.
No, we're not thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of hot women.
The first lady that I think of is Jason's mom, and it's just like,
Pamela Voorhees.
and you're just like, no,
She's fine.
She's just an old lady.
Yeah. No.
and she's terrifying.
But like Xenomorph, that's kind of hot.
Yeah, because it's wet and it's got the
It's got
teeth.
hips
Yeah, it does. It moves.
and like two mouths. Think maybe like pussy, just a second smaller one pops out.
Well, and also like a blowjob, it's just like,
Ooh,
it just like goes on you like a
Zoom,
vacuum,
yeah.
and then just bites your dick off.
Well, yeah, but still.
I'm just because we're talking about it. I just think about Predator, but that's a
No,
dude.
Predator's
it's a,
hot,
Yeah,
though.
Predator, but
Yeah.
Predator's massive.
I thought Predator was going to be on our list.
that's. I feel like that's the generic list.
Sure.
It's
yeah.
like monster, Predator.
Jason.
I mean, he's strong as fuck.
And he's
Probably
strong
not,
silent type?
Probably not Freddy. Do you think Freddy would be on people's list?
I don't know, because Freddy raped kids.
Well,
and also he has
these are all-
knives
okay,
for fingers.
These are all monsters, so they're all bad people.
But like Freddy did that.
Yes, but he's also not that attractive. Like his face is burned. He's lanky.
He's got personality.
He's got jokes.
Yeah.
he's funny, but he's also in your dreams, so you can't even relax.
Could be wet dreams. He had titties at one time.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, that's
No,
fucked.
but also then he made out with a kid.
Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, I can't think of. I don't know horror as much as you.
There's a
Is there like any hot zombies?
I mean, enough, but if you just catch him
Enough.
at the right time. But fucking, what's Pinhead? Not a. No, is it a Cenobite? I think that's what pinheads are.
So
there's one
they
that
look
has
like
like
cinnamon rolls.
there's one that has like a vagina neck, and she's kind of hot. She's bald, but she's
What
pretty.
is she from?
Hellraisers, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Those are a lot. I'm trying to think like who else is a hot.
I can picture the
monster.
cover. Cover's
Yeah.
terrifying of that.
Because like as a girl, I would say like Candyman's crazy hot. Tony Todd just always is.
See, I can't even picture who. I've only seen that movie once.
Sure.
It freaked me the fuck out as a kid. Do you think? Well, but also some of them are shapeshifters. Like if you think It,
That's true.
Isn't he kind of like so he can be hot, right?
Can be if you're scared of something sexy.
And some people are.
That is true.
Some people are into, like,
Yeah.
they get turned on by being scared.
It's true.
But they get scared by being turned on?
I don't know. But I do like clowns. So those pop up every
I
now
mean,
and then.
hot clowns, that's a
But we're
given.
not talking hot. We're talking scary, but is hot. Yeah, that's the issue is like everything's like rather for like a girl in horror. It's all like puppets or like children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just like supposed to be sexy hot. Like a...
Sure, like Jennifer's body. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's fucking Megan Fox,
Ooh,
dude. Is that... I've never seen the movie. Is that a scary movie?
It's a horror movie. It's pretty campy.
Is it good, though?
It's fine. It's
Decent?
fun.
It's
Good
Megan Fox?
soundtrack.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a dark, grungy film.
It's not.
Like a dirty film, kind of.
It's more. It's pretty
it's more
polished
dirty. Oh, okay,
still.
okay.
It's a basic like horror film.
Okay. I wish it
but
was.
like a PG-13. I just watched this Van Helsing's in Van Helsing, Dracula's wives while in vampire form.
Oh, yes.
Still hot.
In Van Helsing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they turn.
When they lose their nips, and they get those giant wings.
Yeah, but it's like
Still
it's
hot.
the face and the fangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still hot.
I watched that movie a few months ago. That's badass.
I watched that. I've been falling asleep to that movie. That has like,
You've been falling asleep to that movie.
yeah, it's got 4 of the hottest women
How
ever.
the fuck do you fall asleep to that movie?
I fall
It
asleep
also
to
got Hugh
much worse
Jackman
than
in it,
I
dude.
know. God, maybe his hottest form too.
He looks, dude. He just turned 56.
Yeah.
And now he's
What a man.
He's back on fucking Broadway doing musicals again, where he thrives.
Yeah.
I saw a meme recently where it's like, this guy just loves musical theater, but then occasionally he just gets jacked to play a superhero.
it's like they
it's just
keep forcing him
it's just
to,
like-
yeah.
he just wants to sing songs and be happy, but then he's like, get ripped.
Yeah. God, that would be frustrating. It's like, that can't be fun.
No, but he looks like he's always having a blast.
I hope so.
He's just always happy.
That's a man I hope is great at all times.
But speaking of movies and speaking of October, let's
Yes.
talk about what have you been watching anything spooky? This has been the most, and we're filming this a little bit before Halloween, so I'm going to watch some more, obviously. But this has been the most scary movies I've watched in an October by myself.
yeah,
this month.
I
I've
wanna
watched a
know
decent amount.
What you've been watching?
I watched a ton of movies last week. Let me pull up my list. So the month started off, and I watched a horror movie with you guys.
Yes.
I had never seen it, and that was the 2017 It.
It Chapter 1. I love that
Dude,
movie.
that was pretty fucking good.
Yes. No, like that's a well-made and like decently
It
scary
was
movie.
very scary.
I don't love Chapter 2. I've only seen it like
I also
once or
have
twice.
never seen the original It. I've only seen the opening scene
Sure.
of it. So I had no idea even what it was about.
That's
I knew
fine.
it was like a clown, but it's like a demon clown.
Yeah. Yeah, you were having issues understand the concept.
Because he kept shifting.
Because, yeah, he's like kind of like fear incarnate, but he is an alien.
But I'm like, what are the rules? That's what you always say. What are the rules?
I understand his rules. If you're scared of him, he can feed off you.
And then also for the first time ever, I watched Evil Dead 1 and 2.
What'd you think?
Fucking the first one. Okay.
So I rewatched Evil Dead 2, I think, last night or 2 nights ago.
The first one it feels like a college movie.
It is a college
But
movie.
the first one is actually scary.
Yes.
Like it was like freaking me out.
Because I forgot a lot about...
And it's like, dude, there are scenes where I'm like, oh, like I'm uncomfortable.
Sure, because
Like,
I forgot...
they do a lot of long shots.
Because I forgot about, in the second one, how completely different it is. I thought they were very similar, but they're
well,
not.
The second one, I feel like, is loosely the sequel.
Kind of.
Because they go back, it's the couple, they go back to the house.
Different girl, right?
It's a different girl,
Okay.
but then they reference the necklace that he gave her in the first one.
Oh, that is in the first
Yes,
one too? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the second one, it was spooky, but dude, the second one is incredible.
It's too
Dude,
silly, though.
It's
I mean, it's great,
It's
but-
so fun. And then is the next one Army of Darkness?
Yes,
And
and
that's
that's-
because he gets sent back in time, right?
Yes.
And is that good?
I think so. I have not seen that one
Okay,
from
'cause
A.
I do wanna watch
I've seen
that.
a lot of clips from it. I
It's
might
so
own
wild
it.
that it's called a different movie.
Than Evil Dead, yeah.
It should be Evil Dead 3
Army
because
of
that's how
Dark-
the
yeah.
second one ends.
Yeah, like
He
yeah,
gets
it's
sent
right
back
there.
in time, but that's how the second one starts though, is they talk about, or that's how the original one starts, because they have the book about the guy, and it's the guy with the chainsaw.
Oh, really?
And it's, yeah.
Shit, I need to rewatch the first
in
one.
the first one, they go down in the cellar. The first one's scary as hell, dude. It's so scary.
But like the special effects are wild because it's just like a weird like mask on their face.
No, but it's like they do like, and I do like how in the first one it's 5 people,
Yes.
and then when they die, it's still only 5 people. Like it's like a very small
I
cast.
like how grouped
Yeah.
in because it was a college film.
Yeah, but it's done so well. But they go in the basement and they find this haunted book, and the guy who let the demons free, I think, is the plot of the third movie. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, really? That's fun.
Because it's like it shows a photo and it looks just like him, but he's got the shock or the chainsaw.
And then there was a 2016 remake of the original one, but it's like remake as in it's 5 people at a cabin, and this
And it
happened.
doesn't star.
No,
Okay, so it's.
I think he originally had a cameo in it. I can't remember if it's actually.
And isn't
in it
there
or
an
not.
Evil Dead show?
Well, so there's the remake, which I do recommend.
Okay, but
it's darker, but it's still got like the wild
And it
shit
kind of
in
follows
it.
the plot of the first one.
Kind of. I think they're at the cabin because one girl needs to go to rehab or something like that.
Is it more scary and less ridiculous?
Yes.
Because the second one is just so ridiculous
Yes.
that it's not as scary.
And then there was Ash versus the Evil Dead, which was his TV show.
Okay,
I've never
and
seen that.
went on, I think, for a decent while. That was like, yeah.
and he's like old in it. And then there's Evil Dead Rise, which came out last year, I believe. And
That's
that one's
so cool.
pretty
that,
good.
That he just like built his career off this.
Yeah,
like it's pretty.
Well,
it's
him
pretty
and
wild.
Sam Raimi, who made it,
Yeah.
they're like very good friends. So that's
And then
why.
Sam Raimi is now like a famous director.
Wait, he did all the Spider-Man,
Yeah, which
or
is-
not all of them, but the big 3.
The big 3, which is awesome.
And that's why Ash Williams. I knew his name before I tried to think of it, but he's in all 3 of those movies too.
oh shit.
Yeah,
The guy who plays Evil Dead.
the guy who plays Ash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy who plays Ash. Those movies, I'm shocked I had never seen them before.
sure. Yeah,
But
No,
I
'cause
picked
those
them
are
up. I
good.
picked them up. It was when I picked up like 40 DVDs for $4.
Yeah.
And so I've been slowly getting through them. So now I've been watching the scary movies on them. And so Evil Dead 1 and 2 was great. And then I watched Friday the 13th part 1 through 4.
Okay, that's really all you need.
I think. I mean, it's hard not to love 1. But
Sure.
4 is up there. 4 is
Four's
really good.
by far the best.
And I do.
4 is the best
And I do
cast.
kind of enjoy 3.
3 is my least of those 4.
Even though it is so dumb.
It's
and
the
actors
annoying
are
kid,
terrible.
the annoying guy.
But then there's a weird gang in it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the gang dies. It's just it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and also
dude.
it's when you can tell something's filmed for 3D, so just everything's
Yeah,
jutting out
because
of the camera.
There's so many shots like when the yo-yo is like
Yeah.
coming at the camera.
Or just a snake just. Wah.
Yeah, it's like, but when you're watching it not in 3D, you're like, this is a terrible shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's been really fun. I watched Killer Clowns, of course.
Always,
That's
yeah.
another.
No,
I finally own that.
That one's always such a treat.
That
That's
was a good
one of my favorite
background.
background movies. Yeah,
Movie that I'd only seen once and watched it again. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
classic,
Dude.
It's so fucking good.
So good and like kind of spooky at times.
I guess.
Because, dude, I mean, I was a little bit drunk and high when I watched it.
Sure.
But like, they just are so dumb they kill themselves.
Yeah,
like
just-
the kid that jumps in the wood chipper.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like Jesus.
I just love the
and he's
lines.
just like grabbing his flag. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, what the.
I just love when they're like, "Why are these kids killing themselves all around our property?"
These kids are killing themselves on my property. This is my vacation home. We cannot tell the cops that. And then I watched, which again, I've only seen this movie once, but I now own it, Odd Thomas.
I love that movie so much.
And that movie is a great October movie because it's about demons.
Yeah.
And that movie's kind of freaky.
a little bit, yeah.
Because you got all these like demons crawling over people and they don't
Yeah.
realize it.
No, I love Odd Thomas so much.
And then
That's up there on my favorites.
And then the last one I watched, which is a classic, and I got really high
okay.
and it fucked me up. The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Because last time I watched that movie, I did not enjoy it as much.
I've only seen it maybe again once, but I
Sure.
was so high. And then, dude, there's so many like editing tricks, like, and especially if you're high, where it just fucks you up. Like it just will randomly have a flash of the sisters, or like blood, or just like, and you're just like, oh fuck.
That's Kubrick.
And then, yeah, and then it's cube. Oh, it was incredible. And then also the main guy in that is so
Jack
good. Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
My issue is that he's
Incredible.
always so insane in that movie. Like even at the beginning, you're like, that man is legally
And
insane.
also, it's wild to picture them as a real couple.
him and yeah, how did that ever work?
Because like just looking like even at the start of the movie, they do not look like they
No.
like each other at
When they're
all.
in the car and he's just like still like doing that voice and still like twisting his head weird.
Yeah, I think he's
He's insane in the very
also,
beginning.
What it like ends like what is that ending?
What is the ending? Ending him frozen?
No, so like the ending is like it zooms in on like a painting.
Oh, and he's in
The painting from like the fucking 1300s or
Like,
something
the
when the
idea
hotel was
is
built.
not 1300s.
But from the when the,
It's like the 20s. They had it was a picture.
yeah, but from when the hotel was built.
Yeah.
And he's just in the front row smiling.
Yeah.
And that's when the movie ends and you're like, so he's a ghost?
I
Like-
don't know.
Like what?
I mean, it's like the idea of like how you've
Spoiler alert.
always been here, just like that weird shit.
But I
don't
do
know.
like because one of my favorite music videos of all time is "The Kill" by 30 Seconds to Mars.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
I don't know.
It's a great song and it's a great music video, but the music video is it's The Shining.
I just don't like giving props to Jared Leto.
This is back in the day when before he was like a
You
big
didn't
actor.
know his name.
Before he was like a big actor, he was like
Dude,
30
he was in
seconds.
Fight Club though.
He was, yeah.
And American Psycho.
Yeah, back when he was a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to him? But like Mr. Nobody's so good.
I need to watch that movie again. I only watched it on acid once, and it fucked me up. It was terrible. And I just kept going because I was dating a girl at the time. I was like, if she leaves me, I won't chase her. That's the entire thing I was thinking in the movie when I was watching it, because I was just like, I said a mantra. Like I was like,
That's such a funny thing to think about.
I was freaking out, dude.
Oh my god, that's what I should have thought about when watching Eternal Sunshine, because that girl left me immediately and it fucked me up.
Yeah, but if you just had that mindset, I'm not chasing her. Yeah. No,
Oh my
but
god, that's so funny.
no, but the Kill music video takes place in the Stanley Hotel, and there's a scene like when he's talking to the bartender, and like it's
Wait,
like
which Stanley? The real one or the one they filmed the movie in?
I don't know exactly, but I think
Okay.
it's like loosely,
'Cause
but
the
it's literally like the movie music video. It's cool as fuck.
Well, because the miniseries was at the Stanley Hotel. The movie, I don't know where that one was.
But it does take place in Colorado.
So-
or that's what they say it does.
Yes, so the one that the miniseries was filmed at is what the book is based off of, and that is the Stanley Hotel.
And that's the one you can visit.
yeah, that's one I
Okay.
went to.
But that's not where the movie is.
No, that's where the book is based off of, and where the miniseries was filmed.
The book looks like it's the movie looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, and it
Yeah.
could have just been a wide shot of a normal hotel,
With
and
a
then,
mountain in the background. Yeah,
yeah, and then it's just interior shots.
but no, the real hotel is very fun.
Dude, that movie fucked me up when I was high. It was so much, and then that's all I watched. But that's a lot for me.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of you, bud.
And I've been watching these alone,
Right.
so that's fucked up. So I think I'm just becoming numb. I think I'm pulling a Jacob and just becoming numb to horror. Dude, it makes me so uncomfortable. But then I'm like, I'm on the third floor. I'm safe. Like I have to calm myself down.
Because I've kept track of some of the new, or not some of the new horror movies, but some of the horror movies we've watched this year.
Yeah.
And we are behind. We're not. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know,
because we're filming this episode a little early too.
but like
so.
still, I'm still behind for the idea to do the 31.
Oh, is that what your goal is?
I like doing-
You also got
Yeah.
You also got married this month.
Yeah.
It's been a chaotic
No,
month.
there was one day where I think we watched 3 horror movies
Just to try and get
because I think
caught.
we caught up and then just haven't since.
It's tough, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot of commitment. Even if you were just to pick a month and
Sure.
be like, I'm watching a movie a day.
yeah.
That's 2.5 hours.
You can
dude.
double up on the weekends.
True, but
All right. So the first movie we watched this month was Saw, the first one.
the OG. Okay.
Which, have you ever seen that?
I don't think so.
That movie is incredible.
Okay.
'Cause that's Izzy's favorite franchise.
It's like an art piece, kind
It
of.
is such an art film.
Yep.
No, because it could be. I think people have done it now because I know there's a Saw musical now, but
Oh.
it's silly. Same with like the Evil Dead musical.
Yeah, that's weird too.
Yeah, Evil Dead musical. It's the first and second movie pushed
Combined.
together, but
How the fuck is it a musical?
they sing a lot, and there's literally a splash zone for the crowd.
So it's just gore porn.
yeah, it's just a hose, but it's ridiculous.
but it's
It's
fun.
awesome. Yeah,
Because that's how the movies are, or that's how the
Yes.
second one is. I don't think when they were doing the first Evil Dead, that was really their plan, was it?
I don't know what the plan
Because
for.
then
I don't know if it was supposed to be that silly, but it had to have been pretty silly.
And then the second one, they were just like, let's make this just fun.
yeah,
Where
I don't know.
where it kind of feels like a parody,
sure,
but it takes itself serious. Like it toes the line
it
of like
stays within itself,
it's-
though.
yeah, where it's
but
just
he
like-
ends in the past
yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
because that must have been where the entire budget went for the second one. Is that ending shot?
Yeah, if you
with,
just-
where there's a fucking castle and shit.
Yeah, because he gets dropped down into the hole, and then
Yeah.
there's all these people, and he's like,
Because I think they said that they filmed the first movie for like 300,000, second movie for 3 million.
oh my god,
Which 3 million is still a small amount.
You can tell when you watch the first movie that it is.
I think I like the first one better though.
Damn, I like the second one better because it's not as scary.
Well, the second one, it's just him getting fucked around for 50
Dude, he gets
minutes.
thrown everywhere, but it's so
Like
awesome.
it's just him for like 50 minutes.
It's so
which is
awesome.
so wild. All right, so yeah, the first Saw you do need to see. That movie is art that changed the game for horror.
For horror, yes.
It is so fucking good.
I'm scared that's going to really scare me because that's just people being captured and punished.
It technically
and
could happen to you,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's real life, dude.
But also the creativity, because the movies get bad after probably the fourth one. I think there's some good ones hidden there.
like even the traps are bad.
In the new one, the traps fucking suck. I'm sure I talked about this last year.
Yeah, but that's like if you know the gimmick of the movie, that's what you should make good.
That's
the
all,
plot doesn't fucking
Yeah,
matter.
that's
then.
all you should be doing is
Yes.
coming up with trap ideas. No, but because the last movie they released, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was him in the middle of Saw. 'Cause he dies in like the fourth
Yeah, he
one
dies
or
in
something like
between,
that. Yeah, it's him before he dies, but he's still sick, and he goes to like maybe not Mexico or like Ecuador, but like a Hispanic country to try like some new treatment method, and like he gets there and like you're supposed to feel bad for him because he has cancer and shit. And so he's really sick
Yeah,
throughout
but you
the
don't
franchise.
want to feel bad for him.
Yeah, but like it's supposed to be like him punishing people, offering fake treatment. But like, so he gets like,
What the fuck?
this won't be exact, but he gets like literally like the phone operator for this company, and he puts her in a trap where it's like, you have 30 seconds to cut off your leg and remove this much bone marrow from your femur. And like, she fucking does it, but the time runs out before she gets enough bone marrow pulled out of her leg.
But either way, she's dead, right?
Well, also, you're asking her to pull out bone marrow from your leg.
If someone tells me to do that, I go,
No.
How? How do you? I don't even know what bone marrow looks like.
Right, yeah.
Is it the cum of my bones?
I think so. Like,
So when you cut your bone in half, it just starts dripping?
I don't know.
What is it?
But I know people eat bone marrow.
I know it's good for you, I think.
Yeah, my sister had bone marrow cancer.
That sounds scary. That sounds
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, because it's in your bone.
Yeah, it's in your bones.
So I always wonder for that. Is it literally her entire skeleton, or is there just like one?
But also,
thing?
yeah, but bones are sealed objects.
And they're separate.
Yeah, so it's like if
Because like I don't know if I break my left arm, does my right thigh bone know? Like, does that get transferred? Because your body
I
talks to
think
itself.
I think all the outside lining is what
Talks,
like
right?
the
Yeah.
cells talk, and I don't fucking know.
I don't know how bone marrow. Yeah, like, and am I just wet inside
Give
of
me
my
the bone marrow.
Like, am I solid then wet then solid then wet?
Yeah, then wet.
Am I a
And then-
fucking turducken of moisture? Like what? Why
Yeah,
is so much
dude.
swishy around me?
John Madden would have loved you, dude.
Dude, that's tough acting tenactin. That's the only sports term I know. Is tough acting tenactin.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots, 50% of the shots you don't. I don't know.
100% of the shots you don't
take.
Yeah.
That's not the quote I was thinking
No.
of, but there's a similar John Madden quote.
Is it stupid?
Yeah, where it's like,
Who the fuck was he?
He was a sports announcer. I think he did play football.
Was he ever a coach?
I think so.
Okay.
And then just Madden became the game.
Yeah, the video game. So he died like 2 years
I
ago?
think he goes, and I've always said, dude, 100% of the game is half mental.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
You're saying it's half. So instead of being mostly physical, it's half mental.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say. Is like you got to use your brain to play
Yeah.
football,
Like-
but he's 100% of the game is half. It's just, and then he also has a dumb voice, but it was a great voice.
Then the second movie I watched,
Yes.
It Chapter 1.
Great,
Fan
yeah,
fucking tastic.
yeah. That
Cast is
I'm
perfect.
glad I don't know if I could have handled that.
No, like,
alone.
and like when I was watching that, I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of a scary
Yeah,
one.
it was fucking
like
freaky.
where not a lot of movies scare me. That one gave me some. Like,
And you were
jumps.
telling me Chapter 2 is them as adults,
yeah, but it has a bunch of cutbacks
but
to
it's
them as
flashbacks.
kids.
And then Bill Hader is one of the kids, right?
Bill Hader is
One of the adults, I mean?
shit was Finn Wolfhard,
Okay,
the Stranger
yeah.
Things kid, the funny one.
So that's kind of cool.
yeah, and like the adult version's all very good, and like the
And he's playing like a serious role.
somewhat he's still funny.
He's still funny, yeah.
Yeah. So in the original, Seth Green plays the child version of that kid.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Damn, he's
No,
been
'cause-
acting for that long.
I know.
Jesus
He was
Christ!
kind of old in that movie for the kids. I think he was the oldest kid.
Yeah, but that's still a big
No,
move.
I think a lot of the people in the original are pretty big actors too. I can't
Holy
remember their
shit.
names though. Yeah.
Can you imagine being a young kid now and you're like, oh, my favorite actor that plays Peter Griffin or
Chris Griffin.
Chris Griffin,
Yeah.
is in this horror movie?
Yeah.
that's
No,
pretty wild.
he's been in more than a few horror
Yeah,
movies.
that's pretty wild.
He was in Idle Hands. I remember that one.
Never heard of that one.
That one's weird. It's a guy who's too lazy. It's a good movie.
It's kind of about like the Idle Hands or the Devil Workshop or whatever. Yeah.
so I think, and it's just that his kind of like Evil Dead. His hand becomes alive and like a killer.
Oh,
I think they
gee.
even cut it off and it runs away.
So it's an Evil Dead ripoff. They legit do that in Evil Dead. His hand runs off.
It might have been pre-Evil Dead.
Oh shit! Okay.
They were both.
I mean, that's a good
90s.
thing where it's like part of my body's possessed, but I cut it off.
Also, Adam's Family.
Oh,
Like it's
yeah,
been a thing.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, the hand.
We worked with that guy.
Yeah, the hand actor. Pretty cool.
No, yeah, we were kind of an opening act for the guy who played It, right? Or the Thing?
The thing.
Is it Thing or It? Thing. Then there's Cousin
It, yeah,
Yeah,
The
so
Thing.
Thing, the magical hand from Adam's Family and Adam's Family Value, we opened up for him.
Yeah, we opened up for his full body.
Yeah. Not just the hand, but he does a lot of hand stuff.
He's a magician.
Yeah. Like literally people take photos of him and he would just only have his hand out.
I wouldn't recognize it.
The hand? No.
Yeah. Also, like I'm just like it's a hand.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not like, oh, you were missing a part of your pinky.
No, but
I
like,
would notice that.
his hand is so talented in that movie. Rewatch those movies and just literally watch
That'd be fun to watch those old ones.
But Adam's Family Values is still incredible. First
Okay.
one's fine. Second one's so good.
Okay.
But I bet you could watch just a clip of all the stuff.
The hands.
And it's probably so fucking
And you're
impressive.
like, ooh.
Dude,
Yeah, because also back then, how did they do the special effects?
probably just green screen.
Yeah, he's just wearing a black or a green.
Probably.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
It's always fun to be like, how did they do that back then?
It wasn't that long ago.
90s.
Yeah. They had
Yeah, that's true. They had green screen back then.
Titanic was before that.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
after
true.
That,
They
but
drowned
still.
people.
Yeah.
People actually died in that movie,
Probably.
but in the movie.
All right. Then I watched the brand new Salem's Lot.
Oh, is that a remake or?
It's a Stephen King, which they've done before.
Yeah, okay.
But
I knew it was
which-
Stephen King.
I
yeah.
really enjoy the Stephen King book. Movie's fine. Has some really cool cinematography that you would really like.
Okay, so they made it. It was like a pretty scary or just cool shots.
Well, just some really cool. There's one shot I'll show you because it's so cool.
I think that's cinematography and horror can go together so well.
Well, yeah, because it's some of the best
because
storytelling.
that's how you can
Yeah,
really
you
like.
can't say too much. Yeah,
But you can really like just by painting the camera, just show the audience just a little sneak peek of what they want to. That's how you make a good horror movie. I think is you got to have good shots.
and then the overall movie not great. The acting was bad. It kind of felt like play acting, which isn't bad, but it just doesn't
Fell
work
over the
on
top?
screen. Yeah. Like a lot of the talking was just weird, but the vampires in it looked very good, which I was
what
appreciative.
movie?
Salem's Lot.
Oh, for Sam's Log.
Yeah, because there is an older one probably in the 90s. That's when they did all those Stephen King miniseries.
Yeah, they did a lot.
Where that movie, it's kind of slow.
What's the plot of that one?
It's about a writer. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
And he travels.
Shocker.
He travels to his hometown to write about something. In that hometown, there's a hot girl.
Isn't there multiple of his books?
It's at least 3 of them. But there's also vampires in that town.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty much it.
So it's a vampire book.
Yeah.
And they're hot.
No.
Oh, the vampires are like scary.
No, he looks like Nosferatu.
Oh, shit,
Which
okay.
that's my favorite looking vampire.
Okay.
Bald with the big ears.
But I can picture you liking hot vampires.
I enjoy a hot vampire. I mean, if I could be any vampire, it'd be a Lost Boys vampire.
And they're hot.
Yeah, they're the hottest. They're 80s punks. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a movie on my list that I own.
Dude,
but
that's a movie
I'm
that
gonna
you
watch
have
it.
to
Yeah.
watch.
Oh, well, I'll watch it. I'll watch it before.
I think that's in my
Halloween.
top 5. All right. Next up, The Last Exorcism.
Oh shit, yeah.
This movie's actually, this is like, it's not the scariest and like it's not even that well rated, which I thought was weird. 'Cause it is very good. It's a found footage.
What's wild is you text me that you watched it.
Yeah.
And I was watching a movie. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was The Shining or something. And there were trailers.
Hell yeah.
And
For that.
it was a trailer for The Last Exorcism. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Dude, it looks so fucking scary.
It's a mockumentary about an exorcist who doesn't really believe in it.
It looks so scary. And isn't like the people in it decently famous? Or I recognize a few people.
I bet they're working actors, but
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
recognize
I
them.
recognize a few people, but I was like, God. And then it said The Last and I was like, Jacob just watched that.
No, that's a good one. Like that one's pretty fucking spooky. And like I don't hate the found footage because also this was camera crew found footage, so it looked good. It was a lot of shoulder shots.
Yeah, yep.
But like I get why people don't like found footage.
It's a trope that has been overdone, but when it's done well, it's done. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
cool concept.
Blair Witch killed it. That's just kind of the thing.
Well, but they also created it, or Paranormal Activity, I guess.
No,
but,
Paranormal Activity was way after Blair Witch.
but that's a different style of found footage, I guess.
Yeah. And then speaking of found footage, As Above, So Below. That's
As
up,
above, still below.
As Above, So Below.
Oh, I've never
That's
even
a
heard of
pretty far up there one for me. It's got kind of a Indiana Jones plot of people are after Nicholas Flamel, is it Sorcerer's Stone? I can't remember if
That's
that's
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Oh, shit, it is. Okay.
Yes. No, so I can't remember what the original, if that's the original name or not, but either Philosopher's Stone is the original name. So it's in the Harry Potter universe too because it was an
Oh,
old
because it's
story.
a real thing. Okay.
It's not a real thing. It's a real story
Okay.
about a guy who like created like a stone or something because it's all about alchemy and it can bring you back or it can keep you alive.
And it was scary?
No, so it's about finding that.
Oh, okay.
So this movie is about like architecture or not archaeological.
yeah. So
archaeological.
they're doing digs?
She's more Indiana Jones where it's like adventures and shit like that. Yeah,
She has a whip.
maybe in the beginning.
Cool. That'd be cool.
I don't think so. Probably not. But it's her, and then they have to go through the French catacombs with her like cameraman because it's found footage too, and they all have like cameras on their head, which
Of
is
course, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to The Descent, which I doubt you've seen.
No, yeah.
You probably couldn't handle that one. That's
But
a good one.
It's like kind of like they're all wearing GoPros a little bit. Yeah.
But they're like, it's also got like cave diving bullshit of like someone getting stuck, but it's in the catacombs, so it's like literally on bones and shit.
Oh.
And then they accidentally find hell.
They like yikes.
Yeah, because they're going like down.
And they just like walk into it, crawl into it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
and
very
you're just
good.
like, Jesus Christ.
And like I enjoy it overall. I really actually like that movie.
Is that a newer movie?
Past like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because also like
What was that on? How'd you watch that? Do you remember?
I think we own it, and it's also on something.
Okay. That's the tough part with horror is there's so many, with all the streaming, there's so many apps and so many things on different apps, and there's so many exclusive horrors, but then there's a lot of it where it's not good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of, like when you go to the horror sections of like Hulu, Paramount, Netflix,
Yeah.
there's like 2 good movies, and the rest are just like,
Because I remember
this sucks.
Netflix used to be like just banger after banger. Especially that's how I discover a lot of good horror movies.
And then you just lost all that.
I haven't discovered a good horror movie in so long.
Ooh.
Like where I wasn't planning on it being good.
Oh, and then you were like, damn, that was actually really good.
Yeah, where I feel like I used to find those constantly.
What was like the best? What's the best last one you saw?
Well, I have one more on this list.
Okay, yeah, one more.
And that is Terrifier 2.
Okay, didn't the third one just come out?
Yes,
okay.
and I haven't seen that because it's in theaters right now.
Yes,
Apparently, someone threw up in theaters.
One of my
from watching
coworkers
it.
just went to it.
Yeah.
I heard it's just like gore porn, right?
Kind of.
Where
I mean,
it's just like gory.
It's a new killer, and he's very good. It's Art the Clown, and the guy who plays him was actually a trained mime. So it's very.
Aren't they all about a clown?
Yeah, no, it's the same killer.
Yeah,
So it's got the same slasher in it. It started with All Hallows Eve, which that one's not great, but if you enjoy the series, you should watch it.
Oh,
And
it does before it became Terrifier.
yes,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think even Art the Clown maybe had a short, or maybe I'm thinking of All Hallows Eve. I can't remember.
Damn.
There's something called Art the Clown.
Okay.
And then the first one, it's good. It's low budget.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that can be good on horror.
And then the second one is fine and it's higher budget. It's just a lot of brutal kills. It's fun if that's what you're looking for. But there's definitely the point where we like pause and we're like, there's 40 fucking minutes
Where you're just like,
left.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's just like, this isn't plot. It's just
killing.
continuing. Yeah.
Yes, that's how I feel like those movies are, where it's like, we're just going to make these the most brutal fucking things.
Yeah.
And he's just going to go around and do it to randoms.
I mean, like it follows like I can't remember how he finds the people in the second one, honestly, though. Second one, I think they just end up at the same like pizza place.
And he just kills them all.
Yeah.
Jesus. Just in, like puts one guy in the oven.
I don't no, I think in the pizza place he carves out his eyes and takes his skin off his head and like makes it a jack-o'-lantern.
So that's more fucked up than I was even thinking.
It's a lot, and it's like continuous. Ooh, also, another horror movie we watched this October was Hatchet. Hatchet's up there on my favorites.
You've seen that before, right?
I've seen that many a times. I watch that one every year.
And that one's really scary.
But also, that one's got Robert Englund in it. It's got Tony Todd in it. It's got got Kane.
Kane Hodder?
Yeah, Kane Hodder in it.
Damn, so it's basically
That's kind of like
kind of like Behind the Mask a little bit.
Yes, where Behind the Mask, I don't think it has Tony Todd in it, but it has the other two.
It has the other two in it, yeah.
Yeah, because Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger, Tony Todd's Candyman, and Kane Hodder is Jason, and he also just plays a lot of the big guys in horror.
Damn, that's
Because Kane Hodder plays the main killer in this, who's like a big monster dude.
and he kills people with a hatchet.
Yeah, and then he also plays that in flashbacks that kid's dad. So he like raised the little monster kid too.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's the one who accidentally hits him with the hatchet. That's why his face is fucked up.
Every time you bring up the hatchet, it always makes me think of the
That book,
young adult book.
about the kid who gets lost in the woods after a plane crash.
Yeah, and then he survives with just a hatchet, and it's pretty good.
It's fine.
But way different than the movie. I like put it on and be like, oh, this will be fun nostalgia. Jesus Christ.
No, and also it's just got like, it starts with a Marilyn Manson song. It cuts straight to Mardi Gras of just women showing their titties. So it very much plays with like the boobs, the beasts, and the blood.
Yep, and it's fucking Marilyn Manson. That's how you make it. That's how you make it dirty, dude.
It's like that devil, bitch, bitch song. Devil,
So,
devil,
I mean,
party.
That would get me.
Sex, 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 sex. Don't forget the violence.
I don't listen to his music, but I do like.
You know it when you hear it.
But like when it's in a movie, I'm like, this fits so
Yeah.
perfect, dude. I think he writes his music for movies.
Probably same with like Rob Zombie.
Yeah, Rob Zombie, 100%.
Then I know also at work I watched the Belko Experiment.
What's that one about? I've never even heard of that one.
That one, it's got a really good cast in it. Actually,
Is it more? That's more of an experiment, or it's just called that.
Oh no, it's just called that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
people, an office in the middle of like South America, but it's a bunch of like Americans working there. Like the setup's weird. It's very like secluded. They all show up to work one day and it immediately goes into lockdown. And someone over the intercom goes, "There are 90 of you currently working here. Kill 30 of them now. Or we will kill 60 of you."
Oh, Jesus.
And like that's the whole movie.
Jesus.
I think James Gunn wrote it.
So it is like.
Like they're being experimented on.
Yeah. It makes me think, even though it's way different, that Harvard experiment or whatever.
Oh, the fuck was that? Not is it Harvard?
I don't think it's Harvard,
The
but
something prisoner experiment.
the prisoner experiment, where it's like
Stanford.
the Stanford prisoner experiment. That's fucked up.
Just because it has the word experiment in it. Yeah, that's it.
But that's kind of spooky too.
Yeah, the movie on that was fine.
Yeah, but that's just fucked up how they were all college students just getting paid and then they just fucking abuse.
I mean, I believe it. It makes sense to me.
It does make sense because when you're showing up to work, you eventually just
fall into the roles.
Fall into the roles, and that's what you do, dude. That's fucked up, dude. But yeah, that's scary. Where you're like, 30 of you have to go.
Yeah.
How do you decide? Like,
And
and
then
then you have to decide as a group.
Well, some people are like, we're not doing this, and other people are like, well, I'm gonna start killing.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you're not going to play, then you're dying.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's fucked. Yeah, because people will go to extremes.
Yeah, some of the insane people. Yeah, and then
They'd be
another,
like, we've been waiting for this.
the other movie was called Vacancy, starring Luke Wilson.
That's a little bit older, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
2007.
I think I can picture like
Kate Beckinsale.
I think I can picture like the cover.
Yeah, and
it's
that
like, it's like
movie-
a motel
Yes.
vacancy sign. Yeah, yeah.
So it's this couple who. It's always weird when you start with a couple fighting.
Yeah.
Well, then you find out that like their kid died and it's kind of her fault, like that kind of shit. You're just like, that's a
Jesus.
lot to
And
fit
then they
into this
both
movie
are gonna
about
die.
Yeah, and also they're being tracked by like murderers in it's like a motel where it's set up to murder people.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I think my favorite part of the movie. I'm sorry, these are spoilers, but these movies also came out 20 years ago.
Yeah. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler, go watch it.
Also, I won't say all that happens, but they're in like this motel and they find tapes in it, and they put in the tape, and it's camera feed from their hotel room of people getting like horribly murdered in it, and like that's a great plot.
That's so scary. 'cause
That's
you're
probably where
this
like
is the room
it
that
all
we're
came
in.
out of. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. And something about doing it on a tape too makes it scary.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like The Ring, right? That's the tape movie.
Yeah, that's where you watch the tape and then you die.
And then people are sending the tape to
no, this is people in a room and then they watch this tape of people getting murdered and they're like, oh, that's that painting over there.
oh
like,
shit. And then I
this
realized
is
the
the
it's a
room,
live
yeah.
feed kind of.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's fucked up. Yeah, I'm dipping my toe in, and I was proud of how much I watched, but then I'm like, I
that's good,
can't
bud.
watch a lot.
Good job.
I can't watch a lot of those.
Something in the spooky vein that I've been watching recently is What We Do in the Shadows.
I do want to watch a show.
highly recommend.
Because that's more
Fantastic.
of a comedy.
Yes.
It's like a dark
It's
comedy.
like even like film like The Office.
Oh, really? It's like they have like talking heads and shit?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I've heard nothing but good things, and all the clips I've seen online are pretty good.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
It sounds... What's it? How are you watching that? What is it on?
Hulu.
It's on Hulu? Okay.
Yes, for Halloween.
I do want to bring something up, and I've been wanting to talk about this the past couple Halloween episodes.
Okay.
But I didn't have time to do research on it, but I finally did today. And just the research that I've done on this made me feel so uncomfortable.
Okay.
And this is a thing that by the time I bring this up, it's not even fucking news.
Okay.
It's not even fucking anything. But I just want to talk about it because it's Halloween, and that is the McKamey Manor.
Oh, sure. I mean,
Yes.
how much do you know about that?
So
I'm in the private Facebook group
oh shit.
where he posts and complains.
Oh my God. So for those that don't know, the McKamey Manor has become so famous for being a extreme haunted house that like literally fucks people up. The
Been
first time,
shut down several times.
the first time that I discovered this, because this dude, I looked it up. It started in like 2017. I thought it started way before that.
I thought I did too. I thought I knew about it in high school.
Yeah, but apparently when I looked it up, 2017, there's multiple locations now.
What?
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 locations. But what do you?
I'm in the Facebook group.
Oh, you're looking for shit?
No,
But-
there's 31,000 of us,
Oh
but
my
the group is
God.
temporarily paused for 29 days.
Yeah, dude, this thing is so fucked up. So I first discovered this when I was going to school for the first time to become a carpenter.
Okay.
And I was living in my DMAC apartment, and I was on Zoom with my girlfriend because she lived like 4 hours away, and it was like October, and she was telling me about this, and I was so fucking scared. And I was just living. I was by myself in my apartment though, because it's just this guy that tortures you.
Yeah. No, it's not even like a haunted house.
No, dude, it's so fucked up. So I was drinking coffee this morning, looking it up. I was on their website, and my head to toe, I was covered in goosebumps just reading about this, dude. So there's a quote on the website to describe what it is. The one and only extreme haunted attraction and survival horror challenge, which is so fucked. So it's basically a horror challenge, and if you get through it and you win, you get $20,000.
Has anyone actually gotten through it though?
Yes.
Really?
People have gotten through it,
Okay.
and then he doesn't pay them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He doesn't
Yeah.
pay them, which is so fucked up. So if you go on the website, because I was like, let me just figure out what you have to do to even There are requirements you have to go through before you even can even show up. There's 7 of them.
So I've watched them happen live.
Oh, Jesus.
No, they live stream them on this Facebook group.
So let me tell you the requirements before you can even show up to this place. Number 1, you have to be 21 and older, 18 to 20 with the parents' approval.
Okay.
Why would a parent approve this?
Why would you even include that?
Number 2, and this is when it's like, dude, what are we doing? You must complete a sports physical and have a doctor's letter stating you are physically and mentally sane.
All right, so far I would be able to submit.
I haven't gotten a sports physical in years.
That's true. Yeah, like what if you have like a rash? Then you can't.
Number 3, you must pass a background check that the McKamey Manor provides.
I'd be able to
so
do that.
they do a background check on you. Number 4, you must be screened via FaceTime before you can even show up.
That's fair.
So you got to judge your character. Number 5, you must have proof of medical insurance.
Okay.
Because they fucking touch you.
Yeah.
They do more. And then number 6, there's 2 more. You must sign a 40-page detailed waiver.
I mean, he's got to make sure you can't sue him.
40 pages. And then number 7, when you show up that day, you must pass a drug test the day you show up because you have to be 100% sober.
That's fair.
And then there are warnings. I took photos of these, dude.
Yeah.
This is on the website. Dude, I'm just getting it's so scary to me that somebody just does this for fun. So on their website, which their website looks like it was made in the fucking 90s. Like it's like dated as fuck. There's 2 warnings. It says warning and haunt rules. You will experience the following at McKamey Manor. Intense audio, lighting, extreme low visibility, strobe and fog effects, damp and wet conditions, physically demanding environments, close contact with creatures you might be touched.
Definitely will.
Very real and graphic scenes of horror. Not recommended if you are pregnant, claustrophobic, have seizures, heart or respiratory conditions, or are a big wimp.
Okay.
No smoking, drinking, eating, running inside, or touching of the props or actors. McKamey Manor refuses the right to refuse admission to anyone for any reason. The guests voluntarily assumes all risks and dangers, enters at your own risk. That's one of the warnings. There's another warning that's way longer, dude. This one is in yellow font, so it's hard to fucking read on their black background website. But it goes, be warned. McKamey Manor is not your standard boo haunted house. This is an audience participation event in which you will live your own horror movie.
Jesus.
This is a rough, intense, and truly frightening experience. You must be in great health to participate.
Great.
Last year's haunt was absolutely nothing compared to the new McKamey Manor. So every year they try and one up it. And this year's is like called like Solitude or something like that.
Oh.
And you can only it's like a single experience, and they're like you can do 2 if you need it, but it's made for 1 person to go through.
I guess I didn't know you could ever do more
That's
than one
one of
person.
5 paragraphs. Here we go. Here's the next one. New for 2023, so they haven't even updated this, is Descent, the next evolution in the interactive survival horror theater. Understand that each tour will be different based upon your personal fears and can last up to 6 hours. Each guest will be mentally and physically challenged until you reach your personal breaking point. Why the fuck
Then you can't win.
Why would anyone do this?
Okay, I'm trying to find photos of people who have done it.
There are photos on the website, and it's scary. Like the people
They're always like covered in like sparkles and shit.
People are like covered in blood and wrapped up and tied up and put in chains and like fucking guts thrown at them. Do not wear expensive clothing. Do not bring anything that cannot get wet. If anyone becomes rowdy, pushing, shoving, running, they will immediately be removed. No questions asked.
Okay.
Anyone that has been drinking alcohol or taking drugs will be not allowed into the haunt and will be asked to leave the property. At check-in, you will be required to show ID. The waiver process for Descent will last 2 hours because you have to watch a short film that's an hour and a half long, which is on their website.
So that's a feature.
Yeah, about the experience, and I'm pretty sure it's showing people that have gone through the experience.
Yeah.
Like it's like because he wears a GoPro.
Yeah.
And he puts that shit on YouTube.
No, and there's so many videos pointing in your face. Or cameras.
It's Jesus Christ.
No,
dude.
I've watched the live streams. It's fucking wild.
You're only allowed 1 performance, only 1 per week, year round.
All right.
Think about, and then the last paragraph of this warning. Think about the average 10 to 20 minute haunt or theme park at a Halloween and what you've experienced. Was it really interactive and scary?
No. At
the new McKamey Manor, you will experience thrills that you have never seen before. You will be tested to your very own core. If things become too much, you can always quit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking scary.
Most of it is just waterboarding people.
You literally are. Yeah, I think he's doing it to get off.
Probably.
Like, dude, he's like.
But also, he fucking figured it out.
How much does it cost to get in?
I don't know. Probably pretty expensive. But I know people I don't know them who have. I've seen people that have tried it multiple times.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude, you would have so much trauma.
It's
Because
also,
like he'll like duct tape you and like rip your clothes.
They
and
do
like,
a lot
and,
of
like,
the mouth hole
and
things.
pouring water and like and
Yeah.
there's photos of like tarantulas on people's faces
yeah,
and like
well, because I think the big thing they'll do is just like put those like lip spreader things, like, you know what I mean?
just so your mouth's open.
And then just dunk you in water. That's like a lot of what it is. And like you just can't handle that.
Because you're drowning.
So you quit.
Yeah.
Because I think in the disclaimer it says that they're technically like allowed to pull teeth if they want.
they're
like
allowed to touch you, but you cannot touch them back.
Yeah.
When I was doing research, I found out a few months ago.
Oh.
The owner of McKamey Manor, Russ,
yep.
Allen McKamey, got arrested in July for 3 things: attempted murder,
Okay.
rape,
Oh my God.
and domestic assault.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and this happened this year in July.
Shit. What was the
That's
group
probably why
doing?
that's probably why the group's on pause.
Group's been on pause in September, but
Damn,
maybe
this
people
is
found out.
Yeah. So apparently these are accusations that a girl he was seeing, and then this whole fucking manor has been fucking. The law's been looking at it for years.
Yeah, as
And
they
he's-
fucking should.
as they should, but he somehow, because of the waiver, is allowed to get around with it.
in July.
Dude, yeah, I found like a thing because the manor is in like Tennessee, I think, and so, dude, it's fucked up. It's like that's like the
July 16th was the last post. So maybe, July 2nd. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, and then the Facebook group's been silent since.
Yep.
Yeah, because he got
Fuck.
fucking attempted murder, rape. And domestic assault, and it's just like, well, dude, look
Yeah,
what this guy's
We
doing.
did not discuss that in the group. Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's not surprising. This
Yeah.
guy, because this guy is the one that like he owns it, but he's the one that does it to you.
Yeah.
And then he has other like talent, I guess. That,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I don't know if there is other people. It's literally just him GoProing. Like, it's not like you walk through something and,
and
something
he
jumps
acts
out.
like he actually gets an experience. No, he's just like
Torturing you,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's just like, oh, you got through this one. Let's get through this one.
Yeah.
and you can go on YouTube and watch like this GoPro footage, and it is the fucking scariest fucking shit I've ever seen
weird,
because
too.
it's so real. And these people are just like sobbing or like
Yeah.
like throwing
Not- yeah,
up,
not
like,
doing great.
and they're but just like, I'm gonna keep going, and it's like, God damn
Like,
it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not going to win. He's not going to pay
He's not
you.
going to give you $20,000, and even if he did, that's not worth it.
I think at one point it only cost a bag of dog food to get in.
And then
like-
and then he probably makes you eat the dog.
No, I think
food.
it's for his dogs.
Oh, gee, dude, it's. I've been wanting to talk about it for years because it's like such a
Yeah.
scary real
No,
thing.
it's so stupid. It's like, it's not fun.
But there are so many people that do it,
That's true. Yeah.
and I think that's why he's like, man, people actually signed up for
People
this.
love this. Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. People love him on the Facebook group, but it's been quiet since he got arrested.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in jail or not. I don't know.
I
but,
hope so.
Yeah, but and that's probably why the website hasn't been updated
Probably, yeah.
for this year. But when I was looking, I think there's so it's in Tennessee, but I think there's one in like Alabama now, and then like so I don't know if
Maybe
there-
someone stole the name and he's like suing them.
no, but it was like on the website,
Weird.
like McKameyManor.com or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know if they're trying to spread it,
I can't, franchise.
but then like
That'd be so
but
fucking
then
funny.
but then it's like you can request to have him run your tour.
He'll do some shit apparently.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucked up. That's like, it's so scary to me, dude. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Halloween!
Izzy's joining us, and we're gonna read a part of a script. And I went online and found a script from a classic horror movie because it's October, it's Halloween, and I changed the names, and we're gonna act this out, and I'm gonna hopefully see if they know what movie it is. So let's jump into Moist Theater.
Will you be reading it in the way that the movie was?
I'm just gonna read it just
Do
how
you know what movie it is already?
No.
just read it how you think. Like there's a little bit of action.
Okay.
In the but yes, we just read it like you're like you're doing a table read or
All
something.
right. Looks like you got things pretty well locked in.
Man, I could have used some help. How long you guys been in there?
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
Man, you mean you didn't hear the racket we was making up here?
How were we supposed to know what was going on up here? It could have been those things for all we know.
That girl was screaming. Now you know what a girl sounds like. Them things don't make no noise. Anybody's got to know there's somebody up here could use some help.
You can't really tell what's going on from down here.
We thought we could hear screams, but that might have meant those things were in the house after her.
And you wouldn't have come up and help?
Well, if there was more of us.
That racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to?
You just said it was hard to hear down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart? You better get your story straight, mister.
All right, now you tell me. I had to think about I'm not going to take these kinds of chances when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place and you telling us to risk our lives just because somebody needs help?
Something like that.
All right. Why don't we settle?
Look, mister. All right. We came up, okay? We're here. Now, I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of these things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Most of it. All but upstairs. It's weak in places, but it won't be hard to fix it up good.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place in the house.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me they can't get through a pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs. The kid's pretty badly tore up.
End scene.
I think I know.
You guys know what movie this is from?
I might.
It's from a classic horror October movie.
Yeah, I have a guess. Do you have a guess?
And this is, I'll give you a little hint.
Wait.
It won't give away anything, but this is a scene from the movie that takes place about 40 minutes into the movie.
Oh.
40 minutes into the movie. And I can give you the character names, but it won't help.
Oh, I don't think it's Evil Dead.
I think it's Evil Dead.
Is it a Night of the Living Dead?
That's my guess.
What's your guess?
Is Evil Dead?
I just watched Evil Dead 1 and 2. What's your guess?
Night of the Living Dead?
This movie came out in 1968, directed by George A. Romero. Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Night of the Living Dead. Yep.
Thought so.
So Jacob played Tom. I played truck driver, and Izzy played Harry. So this is when
Was I supposed to have a?
I don't know.
Maybe.
But the girl is what's her name? Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we're referring to. I didn't know if that would be hard or easy, but you got it.
I just remember like people hiding in the basement.
In the cellar.
Yeah.
They're the safest place to be, and they're boarding it up. Let us know if you freaking knew what movie that was. I thought that was kind of fun. Just play a scene.
Was that from the original one?
That's from the 1968.
Okay, because I know the
original.
1990 one way better.
And I've never seen that one.
That's
Not
the
for me.
That one has Tony Todd in it though.
And it has that hot girl,
Tony
right?
Todd.
Yeah. Wait, who's Tony Todd? We just went over this.
No, he's
He's Tiny Tim's brother.
I'm nervous now. No, I know who he is. He's my B guy. What's his name?
Your B guy.
Candyman.
Candyman. Yes,
Oh,
he's
shit, he
Candyman.
plays
I have
Candyman?
Yeah, I have a shirt that has him on the back.
I've only seen that movie once,
That's a good one.
and I hated
Yeah,
it.
you wouldn't like that.
I watched it when I was a kid because I thought it was about candy, and it wasn't. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
Halloween!
And now for this segment, we have an interview.
Oh, shit. It's Halloween. We have an interview with ghouls and ghosts and supernatural. Jacob got a spirit box for his wedding,
Yeah.
and we're going to use it, and I'm so scared right now.
Are you actually scared of this thing?
I don't know, dude.
Dude, but it also comes with a flashlight.
Yeah,
Isn't
so
that fun?
you can really see the ghosts.
Yep. So do you think about any questions you have for the ghost?
Does that have to be like yes or no, or like...
No. Don't make the answers too long because they only have so much time to give it.
Yeah.
But like, be honest, be open to this experience
Okay.
because it could be real. So just allow,
It will be real.
allow them to speak to you. Be open to it.
Okay.
Why don't you say hello to start?
Hello.
Be more open.
Hello. Okay, I just gotta pretend like I'm Zach Bagans.
Yeah.
What's up, you motherfuckers? No, I'm just kidding. Hello, ghosts. Hello.
No, we'll explain to the ghosts what we have, and offer it up to them.
We're doing a podcast. If you would like to discuss with us, podcast is basically like talk radio, but people are trying to get paid for it. Oh shit!
All right. And just listen in. Sorry to our listeners at home, but this is the only way we can communicate with the ghost.
So, God, I don't like the note. What
What?
the hell was
It's
that?
okay. Be open to it.
Yeah, this is a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Is there anything you want us to know? Interesting.
The hell did he say? So what is it?
Spirit. You're talking to a ghost right now.
No, but like, what is it scanning?
Spirits. Just be open to it.
What is a spirit box?
It's how you're communicating with a ghost right now is what it is. So just be open to it. Don't worry about how.
How did you die?
That question made them uncomfortable.
That sounds like a fucking man. Are you a friendly ghost?
What are they saying to you?
I heard slimy.
Oh, maybe that's how they died.
They're a wet ghost. That sounded like you were saying running. You were running from something slimy? Oh my god.
Robert.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need help with anything?
So spirit boxes are actually just the dumbest thing ever, and I don't understand how anyone gets them to work.
Well, yeah, because I'm confused by what it is. Because
So-
people are talking.
A spirit box just scans radio stations. So this is AM. You can also set it to scan FM.
Yeah, you can listen to the radio on that.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a radio.
just a radio. And it's just a radio with an auto scan function that's pretty quick. I think we can even turn it up.
And that's what. So it's just all the talking you hear is different radio
It's
stations.
radio station. It's how Bumblebee talks in like the Transformer movies. But you can also do this, where like you can't hear a fucking thing.
Because it's going so fast.
Yeah, where do the words come through?
But can you slow it down so it's like longer on the stations?
I mean, yeah, I could just. I can also just.
Bluetooth mode.
You can Bluetooth.
You can
mode
Bluetooth
this?
to a spirit
How the
box.
fuck can you Bluetooth to
E-mode.
aux cord?
So you can use it as an actual speaker, dude.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. And then this is just FM radio
So Zach Baggins goes into a fucking haunted house and it's like,
with a Bluetooth speaker. Like, did you hear that shit? Yeah, it's just a radio.
so now just,
yeah, it's
and
just
it
a,
will scan the stations now of FM.
yeah.
It's so much scarier with AM because there's
Yes.
not much on AM.
No, FM
and AM's mostly talk.
Yeah. Like, how can you ever use this?
I mean, I love that effect. That's
Yeah.
a cool effect.
I just don't get how anyone can actually use it, but the flashlight's useful.
It's so funny you got that for your fucking
I
wedding.
know. Thank you, Mary.
That's just another Amazon purchase.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos. I mean, it is kind of. I did get a little spooked.
You did.
I don't know. It's just kind of like because voices are talking to you, and it's because of that radio frequency, that noise, and it just it sounds hectic.
Yeah, just the chipping at
It's
it.
somebody's turning, and then it just randomly is just like
Jesus.
9/11.
Yep.
It's. Imagine if there was like fucking channels tuners for podcasts. That would suck.
It just be like, dicks, balls, Hitler.
I'm gay. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
A lot of just dumb white men being shitty,
it's just us. It's just,
including this.
yes. I do have one more segment.
Okay.
For the Halloween special, and this is a new segment. This is actually a segment based on a segment we used to do on Gaming Off the Grid.
Okay.
This segment is called Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
So, Elimination Chamber is basically this or that.
Okay.
I'm going to give you two things, and you can only pick one, and the other one will be basically gone forever.
Okay.
So it's the Elimination Chamber, this or that. Since it's Halloween,
Hit
these
me.
are all spooky themed, and there are 10 of them.
Okay.
First up, Friday the 13th or Halloween. This includes everything.
Okay.
Franchises, movies, TV shows, video games, everything. Friday the 13th or Halloween.
All right. Because if we're does it also include the days?
Yeah, includes everything. Yeah. Friday
So Halloween is off the calendar,
yeah.
and
And
then
then Friday the 13th is off the calendar.
okay. All right. So
I mean, we don't have to include the days, but that would be
I like that it ups the. Well, then the correct answer is Halloween, obviously. But we're talking just franchises, because Friday the 13th is my favorite, but Halloween is better, but only certain. Like the peaks are higher.
Yeah.
But like Halloween 6 sucks.
See, that's a franchise. I'm just now getting into Friday the 13th.
Well, also the issue is
I also haven't seen a lot of those either, but I'm getting more into them. But I haven't seen most of Halloween.
So-
the first Halloween though is so
Yes.
much better than the first Friday the 13th.
yes, and it's still way better than the fourth Friday the 13th. But after that, the Halloweens go downhill a lot quicker.
But then isn't one of the new ones pretty good?
Yes, but then they ruined it
And
with
then they
really,
ruined it.
really bad, like the worst sequels in the entire franchise.
2 and 3 are bad too.
Yes.
God, that sucks because they
didn't
got Jamie
see
Lee Curtis
3.
back.
I know. Well, they've gotten her back twice because remember the Halloween franchise is. So the first movie has 2 different sequels. There's
Oh.
Halloween and then goes Halloween. So the franchise goes
Jesus.
Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween 6.
That's the series of.
And then the franchise goes Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween, is it Resurrection, and then H2O?
So when they
And then it
So starting at
goes-
the first movie, they split it into 2 different franchises.
After the second movie. And then starting with the first movie, then it goes Halloween from 2018. Then like Halloween Kills, Halloween Lives. I don't even remember the name of the last
fuck?
one. And then there's Halloween 3, which is a standalone, completely side movie about cyborgs and witches' curse.
Is it good?
No, it's fun. And then there's the 2 Rob Zombie Halloweens. So that's the issue with Halloween.
That's so confusing because Friday the 13th at least kind of
it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, X.
and they all kind of connect.
1 through X connect.
Yeah.
And then Freddy versus Jason's also in there, which is fantastic.
Also,
Which I think is a direct sequel, which takes place between 9 and X.
So Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan,
Yes.
which is basically Home Alone 2.
Yes.
Why does he leave Camp Crystal Lake?
He ends up on a boat
And
in,
so he just
a
gets-
lake
so he
that
gets-
somehow ends up in the ocean.
And that is somehow ends up
In
but
Manhattan.
where does Camp Crystal Lake?
New Jersey.
So he goes all the way to the ocean and then gets to
Somehow,
New York.
yeah. Somehow the boat ends up. I guess I don't know if it goes through the ocean, but it ends up in Manhattan, which I guess would also be a river.
I guess so, but
Still-
I guess it's not like he's going from Idaho to fucking
No.
New York.
But it's still a lake in New Jersey, which lake usually means like standalone,
standalone,
body of
and then
water.
he just gets to New York.
Yes.
Which that movie is fun.
That I love that movie.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
movie's fun.
that's in my top 3 of Friday the 13th.
Damn. Okay, so which one would you pick, Friday the 13th or Halloween? This is the Elimination Chamber's tough, dude.
Honestly, I might say Halloween just because of how good the first one is and how much I loved the 2018 version.
Damn, just because of specific movies.
Fuck, but 4 is so good.
Yeah, 4's pretty good. And also, I love the first one.
I like 1, I like 4, and I like 8.
Yeah.
But also, I would say like 6 and 7 much better than the Halloween's 6 and 7.
Okay, so at least like Friday the 13th, like is
Because Halloween 3 or Halloween 4 and 5 aren't great, but they're fun. And then there's still like so many more.
yeah, that's the tough part because the franchise has been around for so long.
Friday the 13th overall, but I wish I could.
You're going
keep-
Friday the 13th?
I want to keep the first
Damn,
Halloween.
that's
Yeah,
tough.
I would do
Okay.
Friday the 13th.
This next one might be a little bit easier.
because I like Jason more than I like Michael too.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Number 2, I think I know your answer on this one. Haunted houses or scary movies?
Want us to go? Haunted houses go.
Yeah, so you'd pick scary movies.
I'm not a huge haunted house guy.
Yeah, I know. I just learned that because I thought you were way
No.
into that.
No, and I'm going to.
So, do you hate them?
I don't hate them. They're just not my thing. I don't enjoy that kind of scared because
Yeah.
I do like they do spook me
Let's
and like
fucking send them to McKamey Manor, dude.
that's just a guy kicking me in the nuts for 20 minutes until I say the safe
You just
word.
come back as Shelva, man,
Yeah.
and you just go,
Everything's ruined.
yeah, you just go, I don't like it.
But we're going to the Universal Halloween like horror event, and I think that's supposed to be actually scary.
I've heard it's actually really good.
Yeah, so I don't know how well that's going to go.
But it's going to be cool because it's like legit, like people scare.
like I think it's real horror.
Yeah, it's
active.
a real horror.
Like I bet there'll be a sideshow, some sideshow people I've heard of.
But then
there.
also it will be like real, like whatever Universal owns.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
like
And
the
that'll be
real
fun
IPs
too, yeah.
and shit. So you pick scary movies.
yes,
Number 3 for the Elimination Chamber: trick or treat. What would you pick? Jokes or candy?
Candy.
Oh, you pick candy?
Do
Okay.
you know not everybody had to tell jokes for candy?
Yeah, I think it was an Iowa thing.
Yeah,
which is so wild.
which I've heard of.
I just recently, because I thought it was everywhere, but I learned about it because Caitlin Clark talked about it.
Oh, that's something she enjoyed
She
doing?
enjoyed trick or treating and like doing beggars night, and people were like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "What? You guys didn't do that?"
Sure.
I literally had to tell fucking a joke to get candy
Yeah,
at a
like,
house.
because you needed to have like one prepped.
Yeah, because some houses would just give you candy, but other ones would be like, "No, what's your joke?"
So this says St. Louis is the only place that tells jokes for candy on Halloween. So it must be a
Midwest or
singular Midwest. And this again says St. Louis is a thing. So maybe it's more of a Des Moines thing because she grew up in West Des Moines.
Whoa, yeah, that's where I grew up.
Why do St. Louis? It's all St. Louis.
That's weird because that's like 6 hours from here.
Yeah, because I looked up where do you tell jokes on Halloween. Wild. So yeah, that must be like especially a St. Louis thing.
So whoever like created St. Louis moved to West Des Moines, I guess.
I guess.
and then we started doing it. Yeah, because it was a big thing in my childhood.
Everything's saying
Everything.
St. Louis.
That's
'Cause
wild.
The issue is like, I guess if someone comes here, I don't know if, because Izzy always deals with the trick or treaters.
Because you're not allowed to.
No,
He's
20
at 50 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just back there. You look nice.
tell me a joke.
No, I enjoy like that we do trick or treating because I like getting like good candy for them too. Because last year was Fun Dip,
Yep, that's fun.
but the issue is like I don't like Fun Dip that much.
Yeah, and then you have
we
so
had
much
40
left. You
Fun
have
Dip
so much
left
left. You got to
over.
buy candy that you love.
Yeah, so
But then that's also dangerous because you eat it before it's
Right, yeah,
Halloween.
because I think our first year here we were king size candy bar or full size candy
Full
bar
size,
because
yeah.
king size are like $3
They're
each.
so expensive.
What the fuck
you
are
need
we doing?
You need a Costco membership. That's the
Yeah.
only way you're doing that. Next up, number 4, costume parties or regular parties?
Regular parties.
Damn, okay.
I enjoy costume parties.
Costume parties, if everybody's fully committed.
Yeah, but
They are
also
fun.
like, what if you're not comfortable or it's like a little too hot in the room? You're like, God damn it! Now
Yeah,
I'm
and then,
covered in shit.
and you're just like, I have face paint
I
on.
got too much shit on
I got
me.
too much
Yeah.
shit on me. But a good costume party though is fun.
Yes.
Yes.
I would say I would rather go to a really good. If I could go to the best costume party, I would rather do that than the best.
But
regular
overall,
party.
take
Yeah.
regular parties.
Yes.
Number 5, this is going to be tough. And I don't even know what I would pick on this. This or that Elimination Chamber. John Carpenter or Wes Craven. John Carpenter, you got Halloween, The Fog, They Live,
Thing.
The Thing,
Yeah.
Christine.
Christine's fine.
Wes Craven, you got Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Last House on the Left, Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. They both die off pretty quick because also Wes Craven, you get Wishmaster, and that's a
Okay,
very
yeah,
fuck-
see, I don't know that one.
I would do Wes Craven.
Damn, okay. So
Scream, well, because Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street are better than. I mean, John Carpenter is so good too.
John Carpenter is so good.
That's
And also what's cool
it's
about
a
John
lot of good,
Carpenter.
like body horror.
Also,
too.
what's cool about John Carpenter is like he's not only directing, like he did like fucking music.
Sure,
Like,
yeah,
he,
that's
like,
true. The soundtrack's
composed,
so fucking good,
which
but
is
also,
so insane.
He only likes the first Halloween as well.
Oh,
They forced him to write the second, and then
And
he
he's
was
like, I don't
done.
want to.
Yeah, no, and he was like, the second one sucks.
Yeah.
Well, because also it's not until the second one that it's introduced that he is her brother and shit like that.
oh, I didn't. So it's a
Oh,
relative?
you didn't even know that?
Oh,
Yes.
what the
So in
hell?
the first one, it's random.
Which that's so scary.
And that's what I like about the modern sequels is that it's again random. Like even like her, like Jamie Lee Curtis as an adult thinks like she obsesses over it her entire life because she thinks that it was like for a
It's
reason.
kind of like the Terminator.
Yeah, it's exactly
It's
like
kinda
that.
like the Terminator,
except
yeah.
for random.
Yeah.
Where the Terminator was very on purpose.
It's very but it's like this girl is just like living a life, and then all of a sudden just being hunted down,
And then and then
Jesus
that thing goes
Christ.
away, but then she's obsessed
and
with
then she
it.
goes
Yeah.
into insane.
You should really watch the original Halloween and the 2018 version, and then stop.
Okay, don't watch anything else.
No, because the next one is so bad. Like it's the maddest I've been in theaters. That and the first
yeah.
Suicide Squad is the angriest I've been in theaters.
Where you're just like, I paid money to sit here and watch this.
But I will say, Paranormal Activity and the 2018 Halloween movie are some of the most excited I've been in theaters.
That's the joy. That's the risk of going to theaters, baby. You never know.
Because I remember sitting next to awesome people in the 2018 Halloween movie.
And people were just like, "Yes, it's back."
Yeah, there was a
We're
very
feeling good.
There was like a very like not like loud and
I think we
talkative.
were rock climbing when that
but
came out.
Maybe.
I remember talking about it when we were rock climbing because
Sure.
you were like,
that was at least when the second
When
one
the
came
second
out.
one came
That's
out,
when
yeah.
I was so fucking mad.
because you were like, I hated it.
yeah. No, I remember like there was people next to me like giggling with like joy of like the references
How
in the
the
2018
hell
one.
could they get the first one so well and then
And
just shit the
horrible.
bed?
so fucking bad.
That sucks.
And then the third one's supposed to be even worse in a weird like
And you haven't even seen
reflection
the
on
third one.
society. No, I refused at the time. I still need to see it, but
This
still.
is an environmental film. That's what it says at the end of Halloween. So you pick Wes Craven.
Yes.
Over damn. Okay. Number 6, carving pumpkins or baking/decorating cookies.
Carving pumpkins.
Damn, you like carving pumpkins better?
I'm not a huge fan of those like weird little sugar cookies a lot of people decorate.
Yeah, well, it's like you like to
Where
make
you
little.
like snap them off and like put them in a tray and they're fine, but
Well,
they're
I always like doing. You make the dough and then you get the press. That's what I grew up doing. I grew up doing the press, so it's like, oh, let's make a few pumpkins,
Few bats,
But also,
yeah.
I do the same thing for Christmas. You make the snowman,
Sure,
you make the
yeah.
snowflakes,
But like
and then you
carving
decorate it.
pumpkins is a once in a time thing, and that's something I think we've done every year.
I suck at carving.
I'm not great at it.
It's hard as fuck.
I'm just like so unoriginal. I'm just like a good face.
Well,
and
it's
that's
just
it.
hard to do it.
I can usually pull off the face I want to do, but it's never that good of a face.
Yeah, because then you also need a good pumpkin to start with.
That's true.
And it's just, but it is fun if you. It's like
Weird
a
when
retro.
people paint these.
My grandma's big into painting pumpkins.
I never get the point of that.
She would always, instead of carving pumpkins, she would paint pumpkins.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be like a plastic pumpkin.
Oh.
So it'd be like, so it would last longer.
Sure.
But she would like, depending on what our favorite things were that year, all the grandkids would get a painted pumpkin.
Oh, so you didn't even paint them yourself?
No, she would paint them because she was like an art teacher.
Okay, that's different.
And they were really cool. So like when we would go over to
But
their house.
imagine what she could do carving one. Probably something even cooler.
Yeah, but she's a good painter.
Sure, but like
I don't know if she's good with a knife.
it's fucking carved into it.
Damn, so you go carving pumpkins.
Absolutely.
Carving pumpkins is a cool, because it is like, let's carve pumpkins tonight, because it takes a long time.
It's a full, because
It's
just
a bit.
scooping, like your back hurts from scooping it. You got to sit on the floor.
You gotta pull the trash can out and throw this shit away.
Because we just do the open trash bag,
Yeah,
and it's just like,
and it's just fucking nasty.
You got to keep kicking the cats away.
Get out of here.
Well, because you can't
don't want
touch
this-
them with your hands.
Because
Yeah,
you're so gross.
because you got to just go full hands in.
You have to, because that's the best way to clear it.
Otherwise, you're never gonna get done.
No, and then you'll be doing
just
it.
scraping on the sides. No, I like carving pumpkins.
Okay.
I want
I
to
haven't
do.
carved pumpkins in a while.
We'll probably do that the week we get back. So the week of
Oh,
Halloween.
the week of, and then you can have them out for the trick or
Yeah,
treaters.
I like putting them out because that's something I would be very sad as if someone just asshole smashed my pumpkin.
Yeah, that's it's kind of like building a snowman a little bit.
Yeah.
Where it's like you put in all this work and stuff. I mean, it's a little less. Building a snowman's a little less messy.
Yeah. Well, because you have to do it outside.
But carving a pumpkin's fun because you like put on music, have a drink.
We always watch horror movies during. Yeah.
That's a great. Yeah. Next up, zombies or vampires. Very vague, very general.
Shit.
Elimination Chamber.
I think I would keep vampires. I would
Damn.
I'd be really sad to lose zombies.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy
I think
vampires
and
more.
you've already brought up vampires a ton in today's episode.
Yeah, I mean, because like there's the Lost Boys. I mean, I'm enjoying What We Do in the
Van
Shadows.
Helsing's, yeah.
Van Helsing, like Nosferatu. I mean, just the classic too. That was also my go-to Halloween costume when I was older. Because I would now really like to be able to pull off a good Nosferatu.
I think you could. Yeah.
Where like I get like I'd probably have to add like more to my
You'd have-
head.
Yeah, you make your head.
It'd
a
have to
little
be
bit-
like
you have
longer.
to- but then you can really like make your skin look.
Yeah, because I love a sexy vampire, but I love an ugly vampire too.
Yeah, where it's just like this
I
guy's.
like the ghoulie.
Yeah, this guy's like fucking
Oh,
with long fingers. Yeah.
No, I would definitely go vampire. I love zombies because also like even like you go with like the classics, all the Romeros.
Yep. Night of the
Walking
Living
Dead was good for a long time.
Yeah, Walking Dead was great, and then also
Video games.
Oh yeah,
Shit,
Call
yeah.
of Duty Zombies.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Because if I would go video games,
What is?
I don't even
what
know.
Are they,
good
what are
vamp-
the creatures in Silent Hill? Are those zombies?
Some would be considered
Some of them,
zombies.
they're
Yeah,
fucked up.
they're zombified,
Yeah,
for sure.
zombified, yeah.
But like, I don't.
But there's not many good vampire video
I
games.
mean, like Castlevania's fun sometimes.
I guess Castlevania is really fun,
But, like,
I always forget that.
not
I always
even
forget. But I
comparable.
also always forget that it's vampires.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just like, oh, it's Simon's
8-bit,
Yeah.
someone running at me and
Yeah.
I throw something.
But zombies are so iconic. But
Yeah.
also zombies have been so overplayed too.
But a good zombie game's still a good zombie game. A good zombie movie's still good.
Left
It's
4
just
Dead is still amazing.
Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising is
Oh,
the mall one.
Oh, Dead Rising is great. I got that when I got my 360.
Yeah, I tried to restart or play Days Gone, which you're like a
PS4. Yeah.
motorcycle dude in a zombie apocalypse.
I remember watching the trailer and I was like, that looks badass. Where it's just
It's hordes.
waves.
Yeah, which I didn't even get that far into it. I spent like 3 hours playing. It was during your live stream. So like I just had you guys on my side, but I literally had to stop you guys guys and Google how to find this thing. I was like at this campsite. I was like, fine, put gas in the generator, and like I found gas.
Oh, it
but
was
like,
too much like just surviving.
well,
And
it was also like what's the generator look like in this game? I had to Google it, and it was literally in front of me. It just wasn't lit up.
Oh,
and it was just like, all right, I'm not gonna work this hard to play a game.
yeah, because you're like, I kind of just want to play this to shoot zombies.
Yes.
it's
And
like it's like Call of Duty Zombies, where it's like, let's just fucking shoot them.
Well,
That's
I mean,
so
the
Call of
first
Duty Zombie.
the first version of Call of Duty Zombies fucking killed it. They got way too fancy with it, but still.
The new ones, yeah, it's just when they started adding electricity and
Or like
teleportation.
Warzone.
Yeah, it's just like fucking.
There's Warzone zombies now.
I've never. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane. So you go vampires.
Yes. But also then like fucking we forgot about the best zombie game out there, Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, of course, Last of Us. Fucking
Shit, my
one of
favorite
the
video
best-
game is Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, that's the tough part. Is vampires.
Vampire movies are too good. Though.
Vampire movies are, but like portrayal in video games is not as much. But then we're
No.
just talking in general, like everything.
I would still go I think
I think that's a deep cut. I think most people would pick zombies. I think
it's
zombies. The
vampire
comedy.
movies are so fucking good.
Yeah, vampire movies are.
Because I would like to write a vampire movie. Oh shit, no, I did write a zombie script.
Yeah, you wrote a zombie
No,
movie.
because I was gonna say I'd rather write a vampire script than a zombie script, but no, I have written a vampire.
And then there's so
script.
many, like, I just watched, it was a few months ago, so it was a little bit before October, but something Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Oh, Scout's Guide.
Scout's Guide to the Zombie.
I need to see that
The
still.
movie's pretty fucking good, dude. It's a good parody
Fuck,
movie.
zombies are maybe better.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
Like
fuck.
parody zombie movies are great too.
Shit, that's so hard.
Yeah, it's really tough. But I kind of like how you're sticking with vampires.
I think I would still choose vampires because movies are my favorite medium,
Okay.
and they have the best movies.
Yes, they do.
Because I would go like I love Night of the Living Dead, but it doesn't even reach top 10 if I'm including my favorite vampire movies, probably. As far as horror goes.
Yeah, if you're talking horror, yeah. Because then
Yeah, because no zombie movie gets as high. Because Shaun of the Dead is probably the top.
it's one of the best, yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty high up on my favorites list. But
And
still,
then in number 2, definitely World War Z, right?
no, World War Z fucking suck. And also the Resident Evil movies fucking suck.
Oh, I have never seen those.
I don't even know if there's a zombie in the first one. There's like some dogs in it.
What the fuck are we-
Lasers kill most of the cast.
It's like they didn't play the fucking game.
I don't know why they did that.
Speaking of medium, the next one is a different type of medium.
Okay.
We're talking authors. Stephen King
Who could you possibly choose?
or Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, that's the only person you could choose. 'Cause
Yeah,
like
that's the
Mary
only-
Shelley, I
that's
love
the only
Frankenstein,
person you
but
could,
still,
yeah.
I mean Stephen King.
You go Stephen King?
Yeah, I think Edgar Allan Poe is more important, but I've read a shit.
Yeah,
I've
you're a
read probably
Stephen
like,
King. Yeah.
I've probably read like 15 Stephen King
I don't know
books.
much about Edgar Allan Poe, but from what I do know and from what I've read and observed,
I mean,
it's fucking short, spooky stories that
and
are.
there's really good ones. Like
they're so fucked up.
Telltale Heart's my favorite.
But Stephen King,
story
I
of
think,
him.
has the more.
I would technically choose The Stand over all
Everything.
because also
Some of
if
the
you
best
go
literature.
but also if you go off of movies.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
true.
include that, then definitely Stephen King. Edgar Allan Poe probably inspired so many.
Oh
good
yeah,
shit,
100%. Yeah.
including Stephen
Yeah,
King.
definitely inspired by Stephen King.
Yeah, but still, I would go Stephen King.
Yeah.
I
would
that-
like to know more about both of them.
Sure, that is. He was never proven toxic, at least. But like, I think really being into him is a little toxic. But that's something I stand by. Is I do really enjoy his books. Have a lot of shit in them.
I mean, it's better than being like I'm into Joe Rogan.
that's true. I'm more into Stephen King than I am Joe Rogan.
Yes. Number 9.
But
Pumpkin.
I would listen to Stephen King on Joe Rogan, because then you get to hear him talk for like 4 hours.
What about Edgar Allan Poe on Joe Rogan?
I don't think he'd like it.
No, he'd go, what the? He'd be so
I'm
quiet.
uncomfortable.
This is live?
I imagine he gets very small.
Well, and also, like, he can't even imagine, like, the entire world hears me. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm just writing poems and barely getting by. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how popular he was. I think he was pretty popular at the time.
but still, I don't think he could even comprehend podcast.
No.
Like, he'd just be like, this is so scary to me. This is the scariest thing I could
This
think
is
of.
my hell.
Number 9, pumpkin beers or Oktoberfest beers?
I'm not a huge fan of either, so I would choose Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay, like a Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
I don't think I really like a pumpkin beer.
Have you ever had a Schlafly pumpkin beer?
I don't know.
It's from a St. Louis brewery.
Okay.
Where they invented trick or treating.
Yeah, they
I guess.
tell jokes.
But it's literally one of the best pumpkin beers I've ever had. We used to be able to get it in Des Moines, but I haven't seen it in a few years. And it tastes like fucking pumpkin bread.
Okay, that sounds
It's
good.
so good, dude. Schlafly is one of the best pumpkin beers because I've had a lot of pumpkin beers where it's like, okay, I get it, and
Yeah.
but also like Oktoberfests are kind of just fine too. But like I think the best pumpkin beer,
I never love an Oktoberfest.
I think the best pumpkin beer beats the best Oktoberfest beer.
I would agree.
And then the last one,
Okay.
in the Elimination Chamber, I'm going to give you a hard one. I'm going to give you 4.
Okay.
And you can only pick one.
I wonder if this is the question I was just going to ask you.
We're going Universal Monsters.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But I got 4 of them here, and you can only pick one.
Okay.
What do you pick? Mummy,
No.
Frankenstein,
Maybe.
Wolfman,
Maybe.
or Dracula?
Okay.
So
Mummy,
you immediately got rid of the mummy.
well, Mummy is also Boris Karloff, and Frankenstein's Boris Karloff's a real character.
Oh, okay.
That since it is universal, that would
And
include
then the only one I'm missing, there's 5, right? Is Bride.
no.
Oh, I guess Invisible Man too.
and Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Fuck. Okay.
There might be one more. I can't remember. I think I own.
Well,
'Cause I own all of them.
yeah, and you're tattooed. You're
Yeah.
covered in-
So, all right. So it was Mummy, which is gone, because that would also include Brendan Fraser's Mummy, because that is Universal.
Fantastic.
It
though.
also includes Tom Cruise Mummy.
not
no one
fantastic.
cares,
Not
no.
fantastic, dude.
So then you said Frankenstein.
Yep. Wolfman.
Because also I will argue with people. His name is also just Frankenstein. It doesn't have to be Frankenstein's monster. Abbott and Costello met Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein wasn't even in that fucking movie. And it's the bride of Frankenstein.
Do they kind of address that in Young Frankenstein?
I don't remember. Well,
Or
it's
they-
Frankenstein.
It's
in
Frankenstein, and then but I think they maybe go Frankenstein's monster or something.
that. Maybe, or they just call him the monster.
Or
yeah.
I think he does go the monster.
Yeah.
It's in Gene Wilder's
But
voice.
if Frankenstein's in so many other things where it's just called Frankenstein, we can call that his name. You don't have to be a jackass about it.
Yeah, the
I ju-
movie's fucking called Frankenstein.
Yeah, well, it's about the doctor. Yeah, and his kid, who his last name is Frankenstein. Let's pass it on. He never got a first name. It's fine. So, because if we're going movies, which one's my favorite?
I think just as everything, kind of how we did Friday the 13th and Halloween, which is tough because it's mostly done in movie portrayal.
Well, you can't do their legacy because that includes all vampires. And then I would.
Yeah, because then Dracula. Yeah.
So I'm going more off of the Universal
culture, yeah.
I'm going off of their Universal standpoint.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Frankenstein's incredible. Dracula's incredible. I don't love the Wolfman movie.
I think Wolfman is maybe the next to be cut.
I think so too.
Yes.
Because also, those are the big two. Wolfman might be one of my favorite monster, but like if we're talking about movie quality, fucking Frankenstein and Dracula. Because if straight movie, Dracula is my favorite of the originals. Then Creature of the Black Lagoon is next.
I forgot about Creature and then Invisible Man. But
Yeah, the Invisible Man's great. The new one, the 2021, fan-fucking-tastic.
Really?
One of the best horror movies I've seen that have come out this decade. This year was the first time I watched it.
is it like scary?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
but
shit.
also the cinematography, incredible.
Do they do the Invisible Man effect good?
Yes.
Oh,
No, it is so good.
Because I love the original
Well,
movie.
and
The original movie might be my favorite of the classics.
You need to see the original Dracula. The lighting in Dracula is so good.
Because it's all shadowy.
Yeah.
Right?
And what they do is like hypnotism super fucking well.
Oh, okay.
Because also, like, if we're talking which one, if I could be any like monster, it would definitely be a vampire.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Werewolf always sucks. I don't think anyone's
That's
psyched
why
to
I
be a
knew.
werewolf.
That's why I was curious because you were about to pick zombie over vampire.
Sure, where I'd rather be a vampire. But
so you would pick Dracula though over Frankenstein.
I think so. I think the Frankenstein story.
They're
Fuck.
both
'Cause
incredible,
also, like,
monumental stories.
Bram Stoker versus Mary Shelley, also fan fucking
That's
tastic.
a great fucking.
I would probably choose Mary. I think I like Mary Shelley as a writer better.
Okay, but what else did they do?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. See, when I looked up like authors,
Sure.
she popped up, but I was like, I only know one of these books.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I don't even remember what else she did. Izzy would probably know because she took a class where they talked about her.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because Mary Shelley is the first science fiction writer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and people are what people start to argue like, well, Frankenstein's not a science fiction. Like 100,000% it
He
was.
brought someone.
Especially from the time it came out.
Yeah, gee, that's 100% science fiction.
Because also I know
dude.
Mary Shelley went fucking hard. I believe she kept her husband's corpse for a while. I think she even carried his heart around in her bag.
So she wanted to.
she was like
she wanted to Frankenstein
full
him.
on, yeah. And also like,
Oh my God.
nerds are so mad that the first like science fiction writer was a woman. Like they're
fucking
such
cares?
bitch because she's the fucking best. Yeah, like that's the thing. Where
But then Sigourney Weaver comes around and
change the fucking
she'll change the game, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I am-
sci-fi.
Dude, I would for sure say sci-fi like is for the women or not for the women because it's us.
It's for the
objectifying-
men. It's for the men.
It's for men who enjoy powerful women.
Sign me up.
I know that and the pointy bra things, that weird shit.
It's like Tomb Raider on the PS1.
Yeah,
And she has the
hell
pointy,
yeah.
pointy boobs.
Dude.
My type of lady.
Sharp.
Sharp and pixelated. So you pick Dracula over.
Yes.
Okay. Let's include all of them. You'd pick Dracula over like Creature and like Invisible Man and stuff.
Yes, Frankenstein had the best sequels though.
Oh, okay.
Bride of Frankenstein's fucking weird.
And then is there more?
Yeah, because also he meets the Wolfman, he meets Abbott and Costello. I think they have a kid at one point.
What the fuck?
No, so I bought like little box sets of all of the classic Universal movies. I have not dove through. I think I've seen the first of all of them.
Well, I have gone back and watched the old ones, and I do like some of them, but they're so long and so slow. And there's scenes of just men in suits talking.
Yeah,
and
it's a
you're just
lot
like,
of that.
And it's just like, what is? And it's just one shot.
It's spooky.
And then all of a sudden they're like, the Invisible Man's here.
Shit.
It's just somebody that gets on a table.
Tables. But yeah, I would say Dracula's the best. Frankenstein has the best sequels though, because Bride of Frankenstein's very fun.
Well, that was the Elimination Chamber.
All right, I thought you were gonna go next tier up.
What do you mean?
Like if it was a King of the Hill scenario.
And compare it to what?
The other ones that won.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to since we discussed all of them, but still.
So you want to go Dracula versus Oktoberfest beers?
Dracula wins.
Okay. Dracula versus vampires.
Vampires win.
Oh, okay. So then vampires versus carving pumpkins.
Vampires.
Vampires win. Vampires or Wes Craven. Oh,
I would still say vampires.
this is kind
overall.
of fun to go back up to
Yeah.
tier. It's like we're doing a.
Well, I'm trying to think of anything that will beat vampires.
So vampires again?
Yeah.
Vampires versus regular parties.
Vampires.
Oh, damn. Okay. Vampires, scary movies.
Oh, scary movies. So scary movies will win because it's that versus Friday the 13th.
Yeah, scary movies.
So scary movies wins the
So
bracket.
scary movies wins the bracket.
That's fair.
That's fun to do because you could
random shit.
You could get into a thing where it's like, oh, I guess we skipped one.
What?
Candy.
Oh. Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah. And it would have been vampires versus candy.
Maybe candy.
So then it goes candy or scary movies.
I think scary movie.
Okay, then scary
But
movies
also, if
pulls
I
it.
could only choose one to truly, I don't know.
Because candy is good.
So good. And that
also
includes chocolate too.
Yeah, yeah. And you can be like, okay, I need a sweet treat. You can pop a candy when you're walking to your car.
Yeah.
Instead of watching a 90-minute scary movie.
That's true. But it's
That's fun to walk it
fuck,
back.
that'd be really hard.
Yeah.
I guess technically candy.
I think you got to go candy.
If only one of those can exist.
Candy over fucking Dracula, baby.
I mean, technically, yes. Because my question for you for elimination would be like Twilight Zone, Tales of the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt.
What's the other one? Creep Show.
Creep Show. But Creep Show, I don't know much about Creep Show.
Because I like Creep Show more than Tales from the
I think
Crypt.
Creep Show kind of inspired, that goes before Tales.
I don't know.
Because they're all based on comic books,
Yes.
which is fascinating. So, like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, they wrote these fucking
I
twisted
don't know if
stories.
Twilight Zone was based off comic books.
No, but Tales from
Creep
the
Show
Crypt
and Tales from the Crypt,
Creep
I
Show,
think
and then there was
definitely
another
were.
one, I think.
Yeah, well, there was also like Friday the 13th, the series. I think there was also Nightmare on Elm Street, the series, which were both random horror anthologies series.
Yeah, which they're hosted, but not really by.
Yeah.
It doesn't make.
But the Crypt Creeper, no, fuck, Twilight Zone's the best host.
Yeah, who
he's
wins?
better than the Crypt Creeper.
Man, I don't know.
I would choose Twilight Zone out of all those.
I need to rewatch. I've been on a Tales from the Crypt kick
Sure.
lately, but growing up, I would. If you would ask me like 6 years ago, I would have said Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But now I think I know more about Tales, and also because I've discovered the Tales movies.
Sure.
Like Demon Knight.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Demon
dude.
Knight and Bordello of
of Blood. I haven't seen Bordello of Blood yet, but
Because Creep Show, or was Creep Show just a couple movies?
I don't. Yeah, Creep Show wasn't around for very long, but Tales from the Crypt has 9 seasons,
That's wild.
which is so wild.
Twilight Zone has less than that, except for Twilight Zone has like 4 series.
But then also they have it. It's new. They brought it back.
Well, Creep Show had a new one too.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember Rob Schraub directed one
But
of
then
those.
I
It
think
was
my
fun.
favorite Twilight Zone episode is better than my favorite Tales from the Crypt
What's your
episode.
favorite Twilight Zone episode?
I'd have to rewatch it, but I loved it when I was a kid. It's this one where they all get off a bus and they go into a diner.
like one diner and
they're
one person's an alien or something.
one
like
person's
that.
an alien,
Yeah.
and then it's like ends up being the chef.
Yeah.
And he takes it off and he has a third eye. Like it's like
I do remember that one.
Dude, that one's so good.
Yeah. Well, because there's a lot of just like weird like social constructs.
Yeah, because
being put on.
everyone's like, and it's kind of like a bottle room episode or whatever that's
Where
called.
everyone's just accusing everybody?
and everyone's just stuck in this diner because they're in the middle of nowhere and the bus broke down, and then it's just the guy has always been there. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Because the new one, I watched that, which I think that was like 2020 or something, and it's hosted by what's his
Jordan
name?
Peele?
Jordan Peele,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Which is awesome because he knows horror.
Yes, he's a master of horror. It's just odd when he shows up. So you're watching something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, Jordan Peele.
Yeah,
Like, he's a little too distracting.
It is kind of because he walks in and he goes, "You've entered another dimension."
Because he still does the speeches, and the speeches are pretty wild in this one too.
Because the guy who does the speeches in the original, incredible.
Yes.
But then also it's wild because you're like,
I don't know who he is.
you could be saying this, but then you could also just go, bitch.
Yeah.
Like you could easily just turn it, like it's like we've seen you do too many sketches.
Yeah, Key and Peele. I mean,
like he's doing this and then he starts sweating. Like,
it's insane in general that he, not recovering, because obviously Key and Peele are so fucking good, but that he was able to make that turn and that us as a civilization allowed it. I think it's because he started with Get Out.
Yeah,
Which that...
I'm sure he was working on that for years.
Yeah, because that's one of the hardest a movies has gone. Just the moment we all heard about what it was, and I remember like being like, it's
and then also
white people who are like gonna scare a black
we were
guy.
like the guy from Key and Peele,
right?
The sketch comedy
and like
guy.
it was always like just very like, what is it? And then you saw it, you're just like, oh my god!
You're like, and then the teacup scene where, dude, that's one of the coolest shots of him just falling.
Yeah, they recently made a statue in honor of that moment, and
that's sick.
It's of that actor,
It's just
which
him like
he's
suspended.
Good, I can never remember his name, but like. That's such an incredible fucking movie.
I do want to watch the new Tales or the new Twilight Zone, but then also like it kind of throws in like, where does Black Mirror fit?
Ooh, shit. And then Black Mirror would be my top.
And
for
then
those.
also it's not quite the same, but it gives me the same type of. It actually this show might scare me more.
Yeah.
Hosted by Robert Stack, Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's a wild show.
Because that show's so fucked up.
Because you get to the end, and you kind of like, and then what happened? They're like, we don't know.
And then they go, if you have seen these people,
yeah,
please give us a call. And dude, he has the scariest fucking voice. And he goes, and now over to Key West, Florida, where a man has gone missing. And we have no idea what he's done to his wife.
Just the fact that all of them are just like, we don't know.
And then it's just like, this guy is roaming America right now.
He's out there.
He could walk past your window when you're watching this episode.
Yeah, because that had to have happened at least once. I mean,
I remember watching Unsolved Mysteries as a kid, and I kept seeing fucking figures in my backyard.
And I got like, that's the people.
Because I was like, did you catch him?
Call.
This number has been disconnected. God
Shit,
damn it,
they
he
got
got to
to
him.
him.
Yeah. Dude, it sucks, dude.
I am currently listening to, because I like true crime podcasts. So I listen to the last podcast on the left, which...
That's kind of a jokey true crime.
Yeah, but they talk about such dark shit, so not for everybody. When people are like, I hate that show, I understand. Because they joke about this horrible shit. Because
but they do like news too, right?
Yes, every other episode is just like local random news.
I think I've only listened to the news episodes, thankfully.
No, so like right now they're doing a series on Joseph Fritzl.
Okay, I don't know him.
This was an Austrian man where I believe once his daughter turned a certain age, he was horrible to her, sexual abuse, all that shit. Piece of shit dude. It was, no one knew what he was doing, but he was like also a landlord and kind of like constructed this building that he had tenants live in. And one day he asked her to help him move something in the basement. And then he knocks her out and leaves her in the basement behind 8 sealed doors. And then she was down there for like 26 years.
Jesus Christ.
He started a family with his daughter. He brought some of the people above ground to live. Like, it is insane. This happened in Austria.
So she was alive and he just kept going down to visit her or something?
Yeah. No,
and he like got her pregnant and
8 times.
Jesus.
And then like half the kids were raised above ground. The other kids were like came out when they were 19 and had never seen the sun before.
I can't even fucking wrap my head around that.
So just
a person for 26 years being in a hole.
Yeah. No, in that
and you haven't
was in a neighborhood.
But at that point you have no idea. Perspective of time is completely distorted.
Yes.
And you're just like, and then you hear noise and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That's so fucking scary, dude.
Like that shit is just could be anywhere.
And also that could be, I live in an apartment. That could be under my apartment right now.
Sure, but also like that could be any person's basement.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
fuck.
like that for sure is happening right now in thousands of spots. It's so insane. Like listening to that kind of shit is what scares me. It's just like you forget what a human is capable of.
Yeah, dude, people are fucked up.
There are so many ways to live this life.
Yeah, and you can do that.
Yeah.
And you can not get caught.
Yeah, easily.
Just jeez. But also like how do you like I can't even wrap my head around that. Like people don't notice a person's missing?
No, he said his daughter ran away and joined a cult. And this was in Austria in like probably like the 70s.
So it makes sense.
I don't know. Like it's just like I don't know, maybe. And then fucking people were scared of cults back then.
And those types of people are so good at like lying.
Yeah, and then they would he would bring a kid that he wanted to raise from the basement and be like, yeah, she got pregnant in the cult and just sent the kid here. We don't know where she's at though.
And the kid doesn't know any.
I don't know how. I mean, the kid's probably so brainwashed,
Yeah, kid's so
but also
fucked up.
malnourished. Like literally, like I'd never seen the
And
son.
then also she's giving birth in the fucking hole.
yeah.
Jesus.
No, he literally gave her a
fuck.
book on a how-to for that. Like it's shit like that. I listen to that. I'm just like, ooh, right. The world's not technically a good place overall.
Yeah, I think-
I mean, there's a lot of bad shit happening too. But like, it's just like,
No,
oh
I
yeah,
think people are-
real evil exists because there's no opposite of that. There's no one so good that it counteracts that crazy
Yeah, I
bullshit.
think that's what's so wild is like it goes down to like that thing of like, is the world good or evil?
I think
it's mostly evil.
I think it touches evil
but
way
I think
quicker.
even if you're a good person,
Yeah.
you have evil thoughts.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's like the thing is like there's always fucking evil lingering.
Yeah,
and
for
it's just like,
sure.
dude. And if you get someone to a snapping breaking point,
I think
the amount of fucking evil or damage they can do.
Because I think they say like you're 3 days of not eating before you are willing to do anything.
yeah, like you start starving
Like
when you start eating people.
If you starve for like 3 days completely without food, is when you go fucking just wild.
And
That's
then-
when
and
you're
then
an animal.
and then you just are trying to survive.
yeah, and like that is such a
That's so fucked up, dude.
Like, it's such
now
a
we're talking about real scary
yeah,
shit.
it's such a scary switch that technically exists in all of us. That
and some people are just like that to begin with.
yeah, some people hit that switch a lot easier.
God damn, dude. That's like that is so scary.
Yeah.
To think about.
Well, because like I think about like if I'm having the worst day, I might snap at a stranger, but it's usually just an offhand comment, and like
Yeah.
I don't want anything to come from.
I'm not going to hold the door for you today.
Yeah, there was one.
That's me being mean, okay?
There was one guy where I was having a horrible day. I was at a grocery store that I didn't want to be at, and his kid literally like cut off my cart by running just across. And on the last one, like I stopped and spilled my coffee and like picked it up, like not a big spill, but enough that pissed me off.
And you still
then,
spilled it,
And
yeah.
then the dad behind me said, "Just sorry," and I just said, "Then do better."
Oh my God.
I was like, literally, that was my breaking point. I was just like, all right, I need to go
Yeah, you're
somewhere.
like, I can't be around people. Because
Yeah.
like he was probably just having a wild day with his son.
Well, he had like 3 kids too, and he was there by himself.
Yeah, he just kind of had a stressful day.
But also, don't let your kids just run around a grocery store. That's how they get taken.
and you just went, do better.
Yeah.
Just Jesus.
And I now
if a person said it to me, I'd go,
oh,
trying.
yeah, I know, like that. That would, if a stranger said that to me, I would break.
I'd probably start crying.
It's just like, and then I just walked away angrily,
and you're just this tiny bald dude.
which is trying to find ingredients for dip. This happened on Sunday.
This happened yesterday?
This happened yesterday.
This was before D&D. We did D&D?
Yeah, so
Oh my God.
well, I've been having a stressful week because of work bullshit, and then I was just like, I had
Jesus.
I had a party Friday night I had to go to. Then my niece's birthday party on Saturday I had to go to, and then on Sunday I had to go to the grocery store and make dip.
I didn't bring dip.
I know, but someone else had to, and I literally went to
He
Walmart.
literally said, if it causes you stress, don't do it. He said that in the message.
Didn't know it caused this much stress, but I left Walmart because of that. I put the dog food that I picked up back in the shelf.
Oh, you were going to go to McKamey Manor or whatever?
No, I was doing Walmart.
Why were you getting dog food?
or cat food? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I was
No,
so confused for a second. I was like, why are you getting dog
the
food?
cat food that
You
I
put
grabbed.
dog food in your dip?
That's a secret ingredient.
Oh, shit.
No,
That's why I was so
literally what I was
good.
making, I was like, the secret ingredient is rage on this one. Like, I'm just making this with hate. Turned out very well. Dip was delicious.
It was fucking good. And
It was
everyone was
chicken
like,
bacon ranch dip.
it
yeah.
was fucking really good.
Yeah, it was made with rage.
And it was like it was like a thick dip too.
yeah, because it was one
It was,
of those.
it was a bake. It was a bake dip.
Yeah, but I had to leave Walmart because of that, and then I went to Hy-Vee. And let me tell you, I walked into Hy-Vee, and this sweet old black woman goes, "Looks like you already got your day started. Got yourself a coffee, huh?" And I was just, it so much melted off me.
See, that's an argument of how good can solve you.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's a different about good and evil. Like
Yeah.
just a one remark of a lady just melted you,
And then like later on,
and you're like, I am.
I did start my day right. It went so wrong.
Even though I spilled it fucking earlier.
Yeah. And I made a dad question if he's fit for fatherhood.
He gets home. Some kid told me to be better.
He just stares in the mirror. I need to be better. Maybe I fixed him.
Yeah, you might have fixed him.
Yeah, maybe.
You're thinking about leaving.
No, he spanks his kids. Or like he took it too far. That kid though, because also
locks
I
him
bet
up.
they're running around the park. That is what really makes me mad is when I see a kid running in a parking lot, because that's when I got yelled at.
It doesn't make me. I get scared
Well, yeah, but it's just
because
I'm
like, oh, the mom is like that's so scary, terrifying for the parent.
Well, I'm saying when the parent lets them run.
Oh, I'm just like because every time I've seen it, like the mom. I don't know why. I've seen it when it's a mom.
Yeah.
The mom is loading groceries into the back of the trunk and the kid just runs off and she's like, oh, God damn it.
That's not what I'm talking about when they're pushing a cart and the kid like runs.
Oh, and they're not. Like, okay.
Yeah, because that just literally just hit him.
Just Jesus Christ.
No, because it's just the rage I get in those moments is, but also like people do shit with that rage. That's what's wild.
People will hit them.
Yeah.
With their car.
If I just punch that child,
People
turn to
do.
their dad, they do better.
People do hit kids.
God, the idea of hitting a but also I've never hit any kid, but the idea of hitting a stranger's kid.
Oh, I was just saying parents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying as a stranger who's striking a child for annoying you.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine like.
But that in the 70s, like moms would hit their kids' friends.
Yeah. Like just fucking slap them.
Yeah.
And
That's
hit him on the
wild.
head and be like, yeah, remember abuse used to be kind of fine?
Yeah, I mean, I would get like the light smacks.
Yeah,
and like,
it was always like the head smack, like the
and
back of
I
the
am
back
fine.
head.
Like I am fine with the back of the head
Yeah,
smack.
yeah, where it's like, hey, knock it off.
Yeah, stop that.
Because it's like, you're obviously not listening to me.
Yeah.
Fucking let's.
Like that, I do not blame a parent for
Yeah.
doing. Because also, I think people are doing too much gentle parenting now.
Yeah, I think you need a little bit of just like,
Yeah.
knock it off.
Yeah, just like
I'm in charge,
not
okay?
to hurt them, but to like get their attention.
And this is from two people that don't have kids.
right? Yes. Same with like removing them from a space. That's my biggest thing. That's what my sister's so good at. Is if my niece or nephew starts just being just horrible and
Just
annoying,
take 'em out of it.
It's just you pick them up and you take them to a different room and you talk to them.
I think that's the way to do it.
That's probably
instead,
the best way.
Instead of just
letting
fucking
them just like-
snapping.
yeah,
Or
that
snapping
too,
in front
yeah.
of everybody.
It's fucking wild because I think
Just start spanking them.
But I think about like how far I must have pushed my mom. Imagine my mom
Oh, yeah.
in Germany. Her husband brought her there and left for a war with 3 kids,
Yeah.
and she's 24.
Yeah, Jesus.
In a
The
country
age
that-
of your wife.
In a country that doesn't speak English, and her 3 little kids are just being awful.
And all she knows is she's a mother, and Germany used to be filled with Nazis.
That's true. Yeah, and this
like-
is the world we live in.
Deal with it.
Yeah, that's like I think about like how hard she must have gotten pushed is so insane.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
No.
And I'm just like, oh, I don't feel happy today.
I'm not going to work. I'm sad.
Perspective.
It's insane.
It is wild. But also, imagine being locked in a fucking basement.
Perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
So we have it so much better.
What would Donner do? That's what I've been quoting. It's a quote that you said last year.
He'd eat somebody.
Yeah. He'd eat his wife.
Yeah. So think about that. Happy Halloween.
This has been the Halloween special. This has been a longer episode.
Okay,
I
good.
didn't plan on it.
No.
Because we didn't have anything planned.
No,
we
'cause
didn't
we
even
forgot.
wear costumes.
because we're recording this in the middle of October,
Yes.
but we got a busy fucking end and beginning of October.
Yeah, but we're just trying to get ahead. That's what podcasts do. But happy Halloween. Hopefully you're watching something spooky. Let us know in the comments below or send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com, of scary movies we should watch that
Yes.
we didn't maybe talk about today.
Yes.
Because we did talk about a lot.
I mean, someone keeps ordering you to watch Skinamarink.
Skinamarink.
Which I haven't seen that yet either. We need to watch that this
but I've heard
October.
it's fucked up.
I've also heard people hate it, like that it's boring. So I
But
don't
also
know.
it's Nathan Harsh, so he could.
Sure, who fucking knows?
He doesn't like anything.
He might like fucked up shit though.
He doesn't like anything good.
That's true.
Did you see that he's a veteran? I was right.
Salute to you, bud.
But thanks for listening, everybody, especially you, Nathan.
Yeah. And also, our next episode will be extra spooky because I'll talk about my time in the Universal Monsters
Yes,
place.
but that will be in November because he'll get back post Halloween by the time that episode comes out.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm excited to hear about that because that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because he's going on a kind of a honeymoon, but not really a honeymoon.
Spooky honeymoon.
A spooky moon.
Ooh.
A full moon. He's gonna see his butt.
Probably.
Your butt's gonna be out.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of the Moist Monday podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Moist Monday podcast. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com. With your thoughts, feelings, and reactions to everything we talked about today.
And anything else.
And go freaking get spooked.
Happy Halloween.
Bye, everybody.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
This is my buddy, Mr. Pumpkinhead. He is an incredible friend, especially this time of year. Halloween!